Alright, we are back for more Diablo 3. This time I've got maple bacon and a quirky kid.
Woo!
Oh, yep, we're going back in time once more. What difficulty did I even fucking set this on?
I think it's still on.
Is it still on fucking normal? No, it's on Torment 2, okay.
Okay.
Apparently I need to sell it. Oh right, and now that I'm playing Diablo, I need to actually pull up my phone so I need to chat. It used to be like a YouTube chat app. Oh my god, so possibly. Won't. What you want, itty bitty titty kitty? Oh, yeah, is here.
I now have a mental image of like an actual cat with big tits. Thanks for that.
I mean, you thank Rosa for that.
No, like not an anime cat, like an actual cat. Like you're
Oh.
like an actual cat walking around with big old swinging titties.
Rosa can draw you that. I'm going to the Cathedral Garden. This place has already gotten too memey for me. Alright, but I took a nap this time. But we should definitely be able to play for a while. He says, but he was yawning in the previous stream. So Socks just tried her damnedest to hop on top of my chair, and I felt that she just rammed herself face first in the back of my chair. And as I'm explaining this, it's becoming increasingly harder to fucking not laugh at her.
And the first enemies are arcane.
Fucking arcade! Thank God this isn't hardcore.
Oh god.
Because guess who got fucked? Here you go. Yeah, I gotta change some of my abilities around since I've learned better in my hardcore experience. This fucking shit. Kill the guy. I'm gonna revive at the last checkpoint real quick. Oh hey, look where I'm at. So I guess I might need to dial it down. I don't remember it being this fucking hard.
I think we might have been on Torment 1.
No, I never changed anything, so it's...
No, we were on Torment 2, but it was still slogged.
I don't remember us... Of course, then again, I don't think we ever really fought Arcane last time we did this.
We did not.
That explains everything. Because Arcane is bullshit. Ah! No! No, Daddy Arcane, no! I have leveled up. I've become a stronger meme.
Okay, yeah, so Arcane's basically two-shotting me.
Yep. Oh no 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 no. No! No! Uh-oh.
Okay, so...
Completely damaged.
This is fucking bullshit. Ah! No 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 no. Fuck. You got nyacked.
Well.
Imagine if you revive at a checkpoint, guess where the fuck you're at? There. Should be dip.
I'm reviving it down so I can fix my stuff.
It should be Torment 1 now. Doesn't change the fact that it's still fucking arcane, though. Just fucking kill them all.
These things have like 60k health and I'm doing like 150 damage a hit.
Yeah, well, these guys that we're fighting currently, we gotta, like, leave the area and come back. I'm trying to kill the fucking minions that are also shitting these arcane bubbles out. Hoping that'll make it No. My fucking character.
No. That's still...
No, don't walk into the arcane orb, you dumbass. This fucking character of mine's like, oh, I'm done fighting this shit. Okay, so that's another minion down. I really want this thing to die. Ow, piss.
Okay.
This dude has 147,000 fucking health.
Whoa.
No, he's almost dead. God damn it, he would die after I fucking die. Fuck you, game. You XP cock-blocking son of a bitch.
Okay, so no more arcane.
Oh, I'm glad we come to that consensus now. Man, I was sitting here thinking, man, you know what sounds really fucking great? More arcane. Hold on, I've got to fucking change some of my fucking skills here.
I feel like there might be a little bit of salt on the table.
We wrecked Miriam earlier. Decided to pop in the chat. And we didn't do it directly. I kind of started doing the whole ignoring thing. And then Rosa was like, be right back, I've got to go get me something to drink. And I was like, oh, you're not the only thirsty person in this fucking chat right now. And, God. He said like 2 or 3 other things. I just kind of turned around on him and it was so fucking good. Felt good.jpg. Okay, this is the best I'm gonna be able to fucking get, I guess. But I now have it to where whenever I use my basic attack, I fucking bring in the fucking health orbs. Oh shit, son, it's a legendary 2-handed sword. I'm about to fucking make this slow grog here a little fucking faster. Oh shit, son. What's it gonna be? God damn, it over doubles my damage and it has a socket open. Does anyone have a ruby? Who has a ruby?
I do it in my normal storage.
Well, everyone has them in their normal storage. I'm needing now.
Hey, Treasure got one on the other side of the wall.
Get him! With my legendary 2-handed sword, go minions! Look at him die! There you go.
Legendary belts.
Nice. Let me know if you guys get a ruby, because if I can get one on the sword, it'll be a meme.
How about a mace that doubles my damage?
Oh.
I mean, hey, that works out for me too. Well, it'll ease the pain on my back. Oh, that's a ruby. Ah! Wait. Item belongs to someone else and cannot be picked up. No!
Oh yeah, Jim's on seasonal. You can't trade him.
No! Damn it!
Really? Okay.
Yeah, really.
Legendary belt, 49 armor, 47 dex, 39 vitality, regenerates 72 life a second, reduces cooldown of all skills by 4%, plus 45 life after each kill, increases gold and health pickups by 1 yards. For level 22, that's not terrible.
Remember, I got this one before we ended the last stream.
Oh, that's right. God damn. Gain 16 life per fury spent.
Yeah.
Spin to win, you'll never die. I don't know, I got it to where the spinning the fury and the whole life on hit, I just like capitalized on that, and then I just went basically fury barbarian, just jumped in, spin to win, that's all I did, and I went to town. Ah, there we go. Look how much better this is going. I think we were just not having, like, up-to-date weapons. That's Buck. Buck down there. Fidget Bay of Blade Master, exactly. Fox the Two-Tailed Fox gets it.
And I'm cursed.
Cannot believe that they missed the opportunity to say Beyblade Master.
Did it again, didn't you? Sure enough.
Something.
LOL, and yeah. Two things crushed. Get additional speed. Is one of them like my hopes and dreams? Level up! She's still half knee asleep. Which, to her credit, she literally did just wake up. She woke up as soon as we ended the Phantasy Star Online 2 stream. Thought she fucking missed out. I was like, no, girl. Told you that, be streaming late, that you could actually participate.
I can't tell if this is my fire or their fire.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's their fire because it fucking hurts. Trying to label these guys so you guys can get some health back for kicking their ass, which is really needed. Just send my skeletons to kick one of their asses. My god, get me out of the fire.
And burn, burn, burn.
Okay, there we go. We killed another one. Okay, that's another one down. I think I just saw a drop treasure, so that should be all of them that had that fucking desecrate shit. Nope, never mind. There's one right here. Get them, skellies. There we go.
The legendary rank.
Well, goddamn, I didn't even have bracers until now. I don't even have shoulders. I don't have rings. I don't have a necklace. What the fuck is going on in my life? No wonder we weren't killing shit. I was nowhere near geared.
I still don't have rings, necklace, or shoulders.
I don't know if you guys can pick this up or not, but
I can. What is this? Vitality and attack speed? Nah, that should go to the ranger. Is chocolate made out of pancakes? I think pancakes could be made out of chocolate, or pancakes is made out of chocolate.
Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. afraid
on
to
it.
speak against the
We'll
Archbishop.
fight.
The councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement and sent us off to die.
Still need to spray off my bed because it still kind of smells like piss from the... Get him, Skellies.
Hey, you're doing a thing over here. Okay.
Fidget Beyblade Master versus Nya. Fidget Beyblade Nyaster. Come on. We've handed this to you at least 3 times now. We love you, Socks. Oh, it's a fucking bow. Hey, bow boy. Somehow I'm straight up fucking dying out of nowhere. Watch your fucking step, apparently. Okay, there's one down.
Level up.
Very nice. Summoning more bitches. There we go. Oh, hey, look, a ring. I woke up 32 minutes ago. Aw, poor Sock. That's fine, that's why I was trying to help you out there. Alright, here, bow boy. 18 life after each kill? I mean, I guess that...
Let's see.
Toughness. Speed.
Well, I think my legendary bow does a little bit more stuff.
I didn't know you had a legendary bow.
Yeah, I got it last stream.
Ah, so go.
Actually, about that to drop some bulk here.
There is a way to inspect motherfuckers. It's a bit of a process, but you literally type in /inspect in the fucker's name. Dude, I really fucking hate Black Gravios. Me too. Doesn't even matter the game. Like, I hate it on every Monster Hunter. They're bullshit. Like, I think what makes them the worst, though, is that, like, they are seriously anti-Blade Master, because after every attack, they do that fire aura. But after the attack is when you have the only opportunity to go in and fuck them up. No, I mean, like, even during the attack, but, like, you get to go in and hit them once, and then you have to run, which, in Monster Hunter, that's not going to score you that many points. Fuck. What is up with these goddamn skellies? They were fucking me up really quick. Holy shit.
Who are you?
Luckily, I'm a gunner with evade too.
I must kill the skeleton.
Well, luckily I normally have a bow set just for that, and with Pierce, so I just stand at one end of the Garbios, preferably his ass, and just fire away. I like to pierce him through the ass. There's a quote I just practically handed to you.
Down this way. There are my weapons. He's free. Do not let him live. I am Cormac, warrior of the Templar Order. If it is the
From the Templar Order.
then you will have to fight your way back. There is no reason until
Ooh.
Yes.
It's a topaz. It's not... But I'll still slap it in something. There you go, slap it in that SP.
Okay.
I like to pierce him through his ass. Santa. Lenny face Daddy Nargi 6917. Oh, Bacon apparently wanted to dip.
I'll be right back.
Aight.
This creature will die.
Fuck, it's more arcane. Are you serious?
Oh.
Aim for the golden fucker.
I must have a cause.
Follow me at the crimson fucker.
Oh.
Fuck. Oh my god.
Ragnar has blessed me.
Yay. There, fucking fuck.
Oh, that was quick.
That is not possible.
I mean, at least you got a swift death.
I'm afraid not.
Oh my god. Oh, hey, Yami. You're taking over the stream? How would you react if you were in the arena? Oh no. Let me guess, it's gonna be a pleb Chexiath and a fucking Black Gravios along with a Monster Hunter Freedom Unite Azure Rathalos. I'd probably just turn off my game. If every single monster was there except... Every single monster except the main monsters are there. Like, what do you refer to as a main monster? Like, are you just talking about, like, just flagship monsters are there? Like, Forkidios, like Icarus, I don't know what the heck the, like, fucking flagship monster was in Freedom Unite. Formigala,
Narga.
Arga, Astalos, Zune, Lavinus. Like, we talking only flagship? And you died by thing like Popos, Felix, or Felines, and Malanx. It'd have to be a really, really impressive amount of those.
Or just 4 Bullfangos.
Oh god, I remember watching you do that.
Forgive me. My vision was clouded by the Coven's evil magic.
Abandoned quest intensifies. Yeah, Yami basically summarized it.
Thank you for your aid. If we find the sacred tome,
We find the sacred tome, insinuating I'm actually gonna help you.
What?
What?
Well, that jump didn't work out too well. I went to jump closer to the door and ended up jumping up the platform.
Ha!
So I gotta walk all the way back around.
No shortcut for you, mate. Oh, hey, look. They're literally just jailers. They're just skeletons with jailer. It's easy.
What's Jailer do?
Literally just imprisons you. Like, where you can't move. Given that 2 of us are ranged characters, I'm not seeing a problem. That right there.
Jailer, Arcane Mortar, Desecrator.
Bruh, it's
Wallet.
just jailer. Don't make this more complicated than it has to be.
And also don't jinx it. Because, I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right, Brandon?
I'm not saying shit. Yeah, you forgot Conchu.
When we returned from our horrific defeat in
Dude,
Westport,
you cannot forget Conchu.
lost all pretense of sanity. He seethed
Those
with
things will-
rage, spitting curses upon us as
They're fucking
traitors.
invincible.
With great sorrow,
Vespoids are worse than Benabra.
I don't know, to me they're the exact same fucking thing.
Benabra can't paralyze.
Sure?
Yep. Yep.
Could have sworn I've been fucking paralyzed by the fuckers. Oh, and it was Monster Hunter Freedom Unite.
I would hate life worse if it was Monster Hunter Freedom.
I think just MHF and then anything after, it just makes me hate it. Yeah, you like how I gave you guys the old razzle dazzle there? We got like an army of them coming, so we might want to kill these things fast so I get some corpses. Sounds like an emo version of Monster Hunter. I still got my lances from earlier.
25.
Lances! Fucking Christ, we're level 24 and we haven't even seen the Skeleton King.
I'm level 25.
Maple's a 23, so I was kind of shooting like for the fucking middle road here. Mr. Show Off. Like how I gave you guys the old razzle dazzle. God damn it. Ah, it's an emerald and not a fucking ruby! Come on, just give me...
Ruby Rose.
I need the gem. That was the first Pokemon I had on the Game Boy Advance. Come on.
So, Emerald?
Bruh. Actually, I earned my Pokemon Ruby. Like, I had straight A's in my fucking report card for like the first and second 6 weeks of school. And that was my like deal with Madre, was if I got straight A's, which never happened again for the rest of my fucking life, she would give me fucking Pokemon because it was announced.
But was it worth it?
Fuck yeah. Pokemon Ruby was goddamn great, and ironically enough, my friend back in elementary school, Jeffrey Jones, he actually got Sapphire. That worked out fucking perfectly. Except for the fucker had Sableye, and he would never trade one to me, the bitch. God, it was the coolest looking Pokemon, and I got so sad when he actually brought in, bless you, one of those Pokemon guides, and it said it was Sapphire only. I was going to cry.
I was a techie drama kid in high school.
Bro.
And that's when Ruby and Sapphire came out. And me and two of my friends worked at the tech booth during one of the plays that we did. Matter of fact, it was Bye Bye Birdie. I don't know that that's relevant to the story. But all we did was sit in the booth, listen for cues, and play Pokemon.
Fucking love it.
For 2 weeks, all we did, sit in the booth, wait for cues. My friend's girlfriend started breeding Pokemon and, like, you know, doing, like, hardcore breeding. Like, IVs and movesets and egg moves and all that.
Well, I know a few people like that.
God damn, dude. I actually, back as a kid, I never even knew or understood, like, there was a way to breed Pokemon, because, like, shit, back then, I want to say I was only, like, 10 or 11 years old. Like, those kind of concepts were foreign to me. All I was there for is to get the team that I wanted to put together, make them the best ever, and then just go to fucking town on the Elite Four. Like, I didn't understand all the, you know, the intricacies and the ins and outs, you know, the metas. I was like, this Pokemon looks dope as fuck. We're gonna roll with it.
All you really want to do is be the very best.
Like everyone else was better. Yami says that all of middle school, I was a part of the Pokemon card playing group. I actually did play the Pokemon playing cards the right way, because I actually used to have the Pokemon playing card game for the PC. It came with one of the packs. And it would teach you how to fucking play it and stuff. So me and my brother and cousin would actually play the Pokemon trading card game.
During that same era, I was a Pokemon professor at the local trading card game shop, like the comic shop.
Huh? Like, what does that mean?
I taught people how to play it, and I earned points through Wizards of the Coast stuff. And I had like the badges, the pins, and everything.
Dude, that's so fucking. Why isn't there any cool nerdy shit like that these days? Now it's just pre-orders. Oh shit, that's gonna hurt.
I mean, TV promos.
Dude, you fucking shit. Saw like how all those things were about to go off. I was like, wow, that looks like it's gonna hurt. And then as soon as I finished that, fucking Maple got nuked.
At one point, I had a box full of badges in the trunk of my car. Wizards of the Coast sent me a box of 512 of them every 4 weeks for the next season.
God damn.
Ended up having to leave them at the comic book store because they've got like too many of them.
And I wanted to play it the right way, but the ringleader pretty much of our group made us play by his rules, and it was kind of stupid. Love those kids.
Then you came over to Mineral Heights and nothing cool happened.
Well, I mean, to be fair, when I went over to Mineral Heights, it was like the 5th school I had been in within like 12 months. So I wasn't exactly in the mental capacity of thinking, oh, I'm gonna stay here, I should make friends. It was, fuck you guys.
And somehow I took all the abuse and just rolled with it.
You didn't take all of the abuse.
I meant like all the abuse that was put towards me, I just kind of took in stride.
I mean, you're kind of a pacifist that way. Well, you're less of one now, but you were definitely a super pacifist. Like, I could almost never imagine you anywhere close to a fucking fight. Break every fucking jar. Break every fucking jar.
May death bring peace from your madness, Leon.
There we go.
Traitors! Even in death, the armies of Condorus will still...
No, I'm running out of items to break. Damn it!
The items crushed. Tempted to be like, just, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go to the Skeleton King. See you guys later.
Okay. I'm doing this for the XP.
I did hit cancel, by the way.
I never saw anything pop up, so...
Really?
Yep. Too far. Wow. Nathan, we're really in the fucking shitter here.
I mean, could be worse.
Yeah, Kaylin could be here.
Well, I mean, it'd be just as helpful here as if she weren't.
I mean, it's just about the same. I would know. I've actually played games with her. Give me just a second, Nathan. I'm trying to kill the pillar. There. I'm swapping roles. I'm having the skeletons fuck it up. There we go. Bam. Also, not only does the obvious captain sail the seas and the shores of the obvious, but now also flies the skies of clarity and obvious. You know, you keep saying that, Miss Socks. Oh, hey, there's a yellow belt here. Oh, hey, he just kind of smashed out some fucking pants. Hey, come back here, fucking Rage McRoidy face. You gave me a yellow belt, but it's fucking yours.
I have a legendary belt.
Oh, well, I'll fucking take it and turn into fucking crap. And after we kill the Skeleton King, I'm gonna make some goddamn armor, because I know I'm not fucking modern. Alright, everyone save all the breakable objects for me for just a second. I'm going to try and build up a corpse army, and if I break the boxes, they give me back my resource. Alright, is there anything else breakable around here so I can... Aha!
Yeah, there's some back here along this back wall too.
Alright, 1 second. Oh, someone already pissed off the Skeleton King. Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. Wow, all that setup and he doesn't even give much of a fuck at all. I've donated all the money I can to the stream, a total of $0 because I'm broke. Don't we all? I could donate the 1 pence I found on the floor. Hey! Hey Yami, I appreciate you donating everything you have. Just make sure to stay on the comfort end of the box. I can tell you that sleeping on the uncomfortable end of the box is definitely not as comfortable as the comfortable, as the names may suggest.
Not caring about damage.
As bosses on Torment normally don't. I do not.
1.1 million health.
Nice.
Yeah. And we were struggling earlier against something that just had 140k.
And I'm doing like maybe 1,000 damage a hit.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just kind of...
Those lances are doing a whole bunch of damage. It's just a whole bunch is relative to like what we were fighting earlier, not to him.
Hits are doing between 1 and 200 damage.
Oh no, my lances are doing over 1,000, sure. It's just when he's got 1.1 million, over 1,000 still isn't even like 1% of his fucking health. Okay, kill these skeletons and I should be able to have enough lances to be able to knock him down another good bit. I'm trying to make sure I keep the skeleton mages up so I can have more corpses as well. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I did about 100k with all that setup, and that was a pretty big setup. Like, if that was any other fucking form of the Skeleton King, he probably would have just died. I'm gonna try and keep the lifesteal stuff up. He's so close. Okay. And another legendary helmet.
Yeah, that legendary helmet is the It's Leor's crown.
Yep.
Woo.
Hey,
Still much better than
121%
my-
recovery and 14% on the other stats. Hey. If I can get another fucking ruby.
Okay, so increase the effect of any gem socketed into this item by 90%.
Yep. Hey, I don't have shoulders. Those are useful. Which is why I want a ruby, so that way it increases the XP rate. Why don't you disguise the capture card or something else? Honestly, I've given up on getting the capture card. I honestly should have changed that to a motherboard CPU combo. But I haven't. Fuck. Oh, here, let's might as well Joe talk to this guy. He's gonna make us go back to town anyway. At least then we'll have XP and gold. Holy shit, someone dropped a legendary. I see the orange star on the map. Someone broke a jar and it gave me a fucking legendary sword.
Really?
Someone broke a jar and it gave me a legendary sword? It's a one-handed sword and it only does 9.3% less than my two-handed sword. Yeah, here, just to fucking prove it.
Okay.
Okay, so 411 damage now, but if I take this and put this, I'm at 421. 421, 411. Nope, going. Plus additional toughness and recovery. Goddamn, really wish I could slam down this, because I'm pretty sure this would be nice for Ragey McRoyd face over there.
This is who must.
The sword that I actually just got is better. I would have to roll off the intelligence.
Ah. That's fine.
Why can't you trade it, though?
I would know we couldn't do it in hardcore, and I figured since it's seasonal and I couldn't even get a fucking gem.
Let me see. I can take it. I can totally take it.
Well, fuck. Go enchant that bitch. Get the fucking other shit off. Here, if you do you need the material, the legendary material you can enchant?
I don't know.
If you need it, I might be able to supply since I just broke down the previous legendary helmet I had. I got really scared there when I went to itch my arm thinking it was the arm with the tattoo, and I was like, oh god, no, don't fuck up.
I found him at the center of the crater.
No, warrior. Your
Do you just randomly bring men back to town, and that you have to keep coming up with random excuses, so you finally ran out, you're just like, I found him in the middle of a crater. Fight me.
Nope, I rolled it. We're good.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, let me try and change out my boots. I've got literally nothing. I got movement speed. There we go. That's better.
I'm actually doing more damage than you for once.
Ow.
Yours is 456. I'm doing 570.
Yeah, but remember, my fucking, my other necromancer that's on, with our level 56s, his says it's only 1,400. Which I know is a fucking lie. There's no way I'm doing the amount of damage I'm doing with that character and it only be 1,400. I think, like, how the fucking stats are read on necromancer also, like, not exactly entirely true.
I will.
Oh, you missed it, Socks. I got a fucking legendary from a pot.
All those years of Legend of Zelda.
Right? Nathan, did you say that you were still missing shoulders?
I actually found some.
Okay. Well, I'm about to build myself some shoulders, and if the ones I've got on are better than yours, then feel free to fucking take them. Nah, you're fine, Socks. Oh, look, it's 1 a.m.
Eat.
Y'all ready? Okay, I just need pants. I can build some yeller pants. Fuck it.
These rubies need to start dropping right about now, though.
I'm staying.
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
Dug up
Less
some
gonna
new
armor,
everything.
but
things.
actually better.
What was that?
That they're less armor, but they're actually better.
Ah.
Transmog and dye some stuff real quick.
Alright, what were you saying, QBG?
Oh, I was saying I have every other kind of gem.
Yep. And for Socks, a two-tailed fox, it is 7 in the fucking morning. I'm gonna go ahead and start carving us a path. Now, you might be beating me. Actually, now my damage is 545, but the thing that you could never beat me on before is my toughness, which is at 10,115 right now.
I'm at 1181.
Thank
11801.
Yeller pants. I imagine some kind of pants only for a dragonborn, and it makes your yell stronger. I say shit in a really fucking hick accent to like make it be yellow, but she still fucking gets yeller as in yelling. I love it. When you try to be a stereotypical Texan like everyone expects you to be, and you still can't fucking get it outright.
Yeah, you try to be a stereotypical Texan, but you're not racist enough.
These damn goat men. You know, it's actually kind of funny that like
Goatman will pay for it.
I honestly like now whenever you meet a racist Texan, they're fucking racist as fuck. But honestly, I don't run into like all that many like racist Texans. It's really weird. Of course, then again, I kind of like worked in a gas station, and like the main kind of thing that you see there is Mexicans, and you try to be racist to Mexicans, you lost like a good 75% of your fucking selling demographic. Like, I shit you not, those guys love gas stations and love to go there to eat, because it's, you know, because actually normally when I let them have free fucking refills, they fucking get themselves a drink, I let them fill up. Like, I don't give a fuck. Normally they keep to themselves, and most of the time they clean up. But like, I don't. Now I have seen, like, there's no in between. There's no like, maybe that dude's racist. Like, there's, oh, that dude's a pretty chill dude, or that dude probably like fucking has like a Nazi tattoo on his ass cheek somewhere. Like, I don't think there's any in between.
The same way. $28.
Apparently, Socks is a Dovahkiin, and her first thum is a mustard jar.
I don't get it.
I don't. It's what she yells. There's no elaborate like scheme here. It's literally she just yelled mustard jar.
I want to tell a racist lady story from working in Louisiana.
Go for it.
I'm gonna censor my words, obviously, but
Obviously.
I'm sure you'll understand.
Oh, of course.
So I was working at an auto parts store, and I will let you know my coworker at night was black.
Okay.
And he was in the back, and he was like doing some training or whatever. But he was still within earshot of the front desk, right?
Of course.
I'm
Like
working
a
in
good
an auto
trainee
parts
should
store.
be.
Right. And I was at the front desk. Again, this is an auto parts store, and this lady comes in. And she's like this old lady. She's like 60, 65 maybe. And she comes in. She's like, it's like 9 o'clock. She's like, I don't understand how you're okay with working so late. I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, well, I hear there's a lot of black people out this time of night. Obviously, she didn't use the word black people.
Yeah.
And my coworker just kind of leans comes out, looks at the front.
Yeah,
desk,
right.
like,
I already imagined.
What did you just say?
Movie. That's what you see on a movie or a YouTube video.
Right. He was like, "What did you just say, woman?"
Oh god damn. Man. And how'd that altercation transpire?
She ended the conversation by going, "Oh, looks like you're one of them. Okay."
Oh my god. God damn it.
It's like, okay, to avoid this.
You know what? I will give her this though. She didn't try to like fake and back it out just because the guy was there. Like she was caught fucking red-handed and just fucking ended it.
Waller play.
But like I'm not gonna give her credit for being like she stuck to her guns. But at the same time, at least she didn't take the bitch way out and just like start faking it. Like I'm just kidding. Here. Oh, dude, people do here. Like, mainly because, people, there's one of two kinds of people in Texas. I don't know what it is with Texas. We have extremists here. Either they'll be like, you're a piece of shit for saying it, but, I can't change how you were raised. Or they'll fucking cap you. There's no in between here. So I'll just
give you a punch real quick.
Yeah, no, there's no like just basic fight. Like it's either they're going to insult you back and brush you off, or they're probably going to murder you. And pussying out's kind of the only way for those kinds of people to survive.
I asked somebody one time for directions on how to get somewhere, and they were giving me the directions, and there was like a kind of a roundabout path, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, but wouldn't it be faster to go down Barrow Street? And they're like, oh, we don't go down Barrow Street on Sundays. That's where the black church is.
God like, fucking damn it. That's so bad. I've got a customer service story then. So, I'm pretty sure I've told this one before, but I'm not sure if I've told it on stream. So I'm going to go ahead and go for this one. I was working at GameStop, and Call of Duty Ghosts had just recently come the fuck out.
I have this story again.
Oh, I love this story. It's like one of my favorite GameStop stories. It's one of the main ones I can even remember. And this little kid was coming up to the counter, and he was holding the Call of Duty Ghost case in his hand. Obviously, he wanted to buy it. I'm like, all right, bud, well, I can't sell it to you. I'm going to need you to go get your parents, either your mom, dad, or whoever. I just need someone that has an ID. And kid was quiet, like didn't throw a fit, didn't even really say anything. He just kind of nodded and walked off on like really nonchalantly, like as if it was kind of a drag for him to do it, but not for him because he knew what was about to happen.
I'm gonna get my mom, but you're gonna be sorry.
Yeah, basically, it wasn't even like one of those like, oh, you're gonna be sorry. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get her, but I'm telling you, it's not something that you want me to go get. So, poor little kid goes and gets his mom, and the mom's already, you can already read what kind of parent that this one is, talking on the phone, doesn't even give a fuck about the situation or what's going on, walks in, puts the phone kind of like on her shoulder, and goes, what is all this about? And I was like, ma'am, your son's trying to buy an M-rated game. I have to tell you like what it is about it and make sure that it's okay through you for him to be playing this kind of game. It's just standard procedure. I'll try to make it real quick for you. Ran through the game, blood, gore, violence, probably going to be some cussing in there, etc. People are going to say some random shit online that he's not going to have control over. Is she okay with it? He goes, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm like, ma'am, it's your right as an adult. Like, if you don't want your kid playing this, that you can say no. Like, so is it okay for me to sell it to your son? Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay. Alright, guy, we're going to get you this game. So I boxed it up, sold it. No problem. So I thought. Kid comes back a couple hours later, and it's like 7 p.m. and it's been dead since then. There ain't been no one even looking at the fucking store. Me and my fucking manager were having a rubber band fight in the middle of that kid walking back in. So He comes back in, and once again, he's really quiet, he's really timid, he puts the game on the counter, and he says, the game isn't working. I'm like, the game isn't working? That's really weird. I sold you a brand new one, but manufacturer defects do happen, so we're going to take a looky here. And dude, it looked like someone fucking skateboarded on this disc across asphalt. Like, this is not manufacturer defect. This is, like, fucking wrecked. So, of course, I'm curious, and I'm like, so what happened to the game, bud? Do you happen to know what happened to the game? Hitch shakes his head all like shy like as if I think he knows, but he doesn't really want to point fingers. So I was like, all right, well, I don't know what to do at this point. Here, let me see if I can work a deal out with your mom. See if we can try and get you this game. And as I say that, the kid hasn't even gotten to turn around to start walking to the fucking door to go get the mom. Mom practically busts through the fucking door, praising Jesus that this fucking game doesn't goddamn work, and that she prayed to the Lord that this game wasn't going to be able to take her son's soul away. And of course, I'm doing everything I can not to fucking laugh at this point, but I'm more than curious to figure out why she was thinking this. So I was like, ma'am, I don't know what you're talking about, what seems to be going on here. And she points to the bottom of the box, and apparently one of the producers for the game that helped provide the engine was Demonware. She literally thought that her game was infused with demonware to take over her son's soul. So for the next 2 hours, I get like the longest like super Christian lecture of my life about, you know, trying to con kids into selling their souls to Satan, you know, that I should be condemned to hell, this, that, and the other. And like, then she started like trying to grasp for hairs here. So right before Call of Duty Ghost released, Assassin's Creed Black Flag released. So I have the Assassin's Creed logo on my little lanyard there around my neck with the little Assassin's Creed bull and the skull in the middle. And she's like, don't you have a problem with that near your heart? I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, that symbol. I'm like, it's literally just like about a video game. It's just a video game symbol that helps like me bring up conversation about a video game. She goes, and you have no problem with that. I was like, I mean, if God was really out there, you know, protect me, I shouldn't really be afraid of like a video game symbol. I wouldn't believe. She goes, oh, so now you're saying God ain't real. And like, so this is 2 hours. This fucking girl has been here for 2 hours from 7 to 9. My store should be closed, but my manager's in the back having a goddamn giggle the whole time.
Manager's like, I just want to see how this plays out.
Yeah, I mean, like, this was a fucking test of my goddamn patience.
Like, not even Miss Collier was that bad.
Oh, no.
You guys, I'm sorry, you guys need to be out here, though. I know Quirky is. There's a keyboard.
I'm like fucking around with the story mode over here.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be there in a moment.
Okay.
So, 2 hours later, and I somehow managed to fucking track this girl back on the fucking subject at hand about the game. Because she was wanting her fucking money back. I'm like, there's no way I'm giving your money back. Like, there's no way. You destroyed this disc. There's no God involved on this one. You took this fucking game and ran it across the pavement. She goes, oh, well, then what are we going to be able to do? I'm like, all right, so what we can do is I see your son there is pretty upset about not being able to play this game. So I'm going to sell you a demon-free game. And at no charge, we're going to say it was a manufacturer defect, even though I clearly know this isn't. And we're going to just say that this is all just going to be the end of it. And she, you know, she swore up and down she was never going to be walking inside this fucking store ever again. You know, the usual fucking round. 1 year later, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare comes out, and guess who the fuck I see comes up to my goddamn store? This poor little kid. And he saw me through the fucking window and went to go get the adult. And damn it, it was the dad. I was praying it was the mom, because I had this whole rap set in my brain where I was going to like emerge from the back of the counter and like explain how I saw their fucking return in goat's blood, and that this time alone I was going to be able to eat his son's soul. Like, I was ready to fucking go. I told my boss if this gets me fired, it was going to be fucking worth it. I was going to go out with a goddamn bang. This bitch is about to have it. No, it was the goddamn dad, and like I wasn't gonna like go through the fucking dad about this one, and because like I could tell from the kid and how quiet the dad was. Like, this is a typical fucking fight they have at home, and I wasn't gonna incite another one.
This is where you sell it to him, hand it to him in the bag. I'm like, all right, sir, just wanted to let you know, by the way, that this game is 100% demon free.
I'll,
Great day.
dude, I wanted to, but I didn't want to fucking. That kid, I could tell that kid
like
deals with that shit. Yeah, I couldn't do it to the kid. Like, that kid was only like 11 or 12. He deals with this shit all the time. I can't do it to the kid. Like, the kid, like, you know, if this was one of those kids that was like coming in, fucking, you know, blasting shit out, fucking cussing me out because I wouldn't sell him this fucking game, yeah, I'd do it. But no, this kid was quiet the whole time, mind his P's and Q's, and just didn't really get in the way about anything. Like, I couldn't do it to this fucking kid. This woman is actually stupid. I guess she has her religion. I'm Christian too, but how goddamn dense do you need to be?
A lot of the time, people who are that religious, they tend to skew towards the overly careful. I'll put it bluntly, or put it lightly, I should say.
Typically, whenever I meet people like that, it seems like they have their own prejudices, and then they try to use the book to, like, justify it.
Right. They work backwards.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't go, okay, well, this is what the Bible says, so this is what I should think. No, they go, this is what I think, and this is how the Bible justifies it.
Exactly. So I've got this two-hander, but I don't really want to use it this way. I'm not gonna. Fuck it. That poor kid. I mean, but like even a year later, that kid still minded his P's and Q's. So I mean, like the kid's doing something right. I bet you that dad's a fucking like straight like great guy. It's just that mom. That dude dipped his dick in crazy. That's for sure.
You're probably sitting back and you want to ask him. You'd be like, "Why are you with your wife?" He like leans over, puts his elbows on the counter, leans up real close, and goes, "Pussy game ridiculous."
The pussy game ridiculous. The makeup sex is fucking great. I'm married crazy that we get in fights all the time, so I can keep getting all that great makeup sex. It's like dipping your dick in the fucking holy grail of pussy. What the fuck? Put it bluntly, complete fucking ignorant assholes trying to get used to others to believe the same. Them using a giant 3K boring book to justify their actions. Yeah. Yeah, because if you ever try to use even like the same book to like justify the opposite view, it's not gonna sail. They found their justification and they're gonna latch onto that.
I'm not one to say whether religion is either good or bad. With that said, it's the people. Like, it's not Jesus I have a problem with, it's his fan club.
Yeah. I'm not gonna bash on like Christianity, but because I am one, I am a Christian, but it's just I don't go to church or anything like that just because I meet a lot of hypocrites. I meet a lot of people that are like that lady, where they find something to justify their views rather than trying to find like a code to learn from. And that's my problem. And that's the reason why I never really like try to open up by saying that I am, because normally I get, you know, grouped in with the people that are like that.
My insight grows.
Like, I try to keep my mind open, and that's the reason why I looked at it, because it's a really good guideline book on, like, you know, trying to make your way. But it's definitely it's like saying all blondes are dumb. Not all blondes are dumb, but the ones that fucking are, oh boy. Like, everyone gets a bad rep sheet because of the few.
I had someone who was trying to justify that Pokemon was evil to me. And she showed me, like, I don't know.
Is it the PETA explanation?
She showed me like one of these Pokemon, and I can't remember who it was off the top of my head, but she's like, it has a horn. And I'm like, cows have horns. What are you trying to pull here? Are you saying cows are evil?
I mean the Indians would you know, like to state otherwise. That cows are definitely not evil. Actually, here, come here, Nathan. This is for you. I don't know why the fuck you gave it to me.
Oh, I'll take it, though.
Yeah, I figured it'd be a good upgrade for you. Since remember you say you don't have a necklace, I would rather not go to church, but just to see a lot of hypocrites and really rude people there. I'm probably part of the reason why I'm quite antisocial.
See, I actually think forcing religion on people is worse than letting people find their own religion.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, I was taken there as a kid, but I was more taken there as a kid to kind of, like, to be more social. It wasn't even, like, to go there for the religion aspect as it was, like, how I am right now is how I was even, like, as, like, a 4 or 5-year-old kid. I never liked going outside. I didn't have any, like, I didn't have, like, a lot of friends, let alone friends that actually like to do stuff outside. So, like, I was always an indoor kid. So they kind of used church more as a way for me to go meet people and have social interaction.
I watched the Mortal Kombat animated movie at my Sunday school once.
That's fucking
so,
great.
I mean, my church was, you know, whatever, right? But my mother stopped going to church a long time ago, and she's such a batty old woman sometimes. I actually don't even speak to her anymore, but like one of the things that she said was like, she's like, I don't go to church because everybody gossips. I'm like, gossip? What are you talking about, gossip? It's like everybody's always talking about, you know, what other people are doing and how it's wrong and that kind of thing. And I'm like, oh, you don't do that? And she's like, no, of course I don't do that, but let me tell you what Nancy does.
God damn it.
I'm like, Mom.
Bruh, take us. Let's write this whole fucking conversation down, and I want you to point out to me the part where you fucked up.
This isn't over. The rest of the Thieves Guild will find you.
But yeah, that's my whole thing. But like, I mean, honestly, that point of view of like people and being hypocrites just kind of like stretches out to like the big reason why I'm just not social at all. Because that's pretty much the norm that I at least encounter. Whereas whenever I like meet people online, like we normally kind of have too much of a common goal to really have to worry about that kind of crap.
Ah, there you are.
Bam!
But you made a promise.
Claim this area.
It's true.
I had a Christian woman tell me that dinosaurs and fossils are fabrications of the devil and the government.
My name is Lyndon.
All it comes down to the government, you know? Like, what does the government have to do with anything?
It's to push the belief of evolution. Obviously, because there's a giant T-Rex that has evolved into a chicken.
Uncle Decker told
Like,
me no.
and these are the bones to prove it. I like how this all started because of a dense Christian mom getting mad over a company called Demonware. I get that a lot more in retail than I like to actually admit. Like, I'm not shitting you. Don't work retail. It's a bad fucking business. You're underappreciated, overworked, and definitely underpaid for the shit that you go through. Like, I get it, there's no real quote-unquote skill involved. But to be able to keep customers happy, there's a lot of fucking skill involved.
There is a lot of dicks to be sucked.
There's a lot of dicks that need to be sucked. There's a lot of shit to take, and you're not allowed to say anything about it. You just get to smile and appreciate it.
That was the cool thing about my job at the auto parts store is that, like, I had that freedom to be like, okay, this is where the pleasantries end. Like, do you want this
I've always
part
worked for a
your car or
corporation.
not?
I've always worked for a corporation. Now, I have gotten to do that to a couple of people, but there's still like the backlash that you're gonna have to get because then they'll file they'll file all this fucking like stupid customer reports, all that other crap. But there was one time at Racetrack, a gas station, that I actually got to lash out on someone. It was over one of the dumbest things.
Was it roller hot dogs?
No. It was about the bathroom. But it wasn't because the bathroom wasn't clean. It wasn't because he was out of butt wipe. It was, I had this gentleman, and this dude's a normal, and I mean, like, I've been working here for a year and a half, and I don't think there's almost any shift I've ever worked, day, night, or afternoon shift, I don't see this guy. So I know that he knows what the fuck's going on here at this fucking store. And almost around the time that I'm quitting, this guy approaches me while I've got, like, a line to the door with 2 other people also on register. So, like, we're fucking slammed, trying to tell me that the bathroom door is locked, which at first I thought he meant like the straight up door to it was locked. And I was like, that's impossible, there's no fucking lock on that door. And I'm like, oh, he means the stall. Well, that's impossible unless someone decided to like lock the fucking door and then crawl out underneath it just to be an asshole, which I've never had that happen this entire
time.
I've never had it happen at racetrack. Which was a fucking, actually I had it once happen, and that was in the fucking women's bathroom, but that's a whole nother fucking story. That had a really sick twist to it. And so he, you know, he kept bugging me and bugging me and bugging me. I was like, you know what, fucking fine. You see all these people? Make sure you tell them that the reason why the line's not going anywhere, it's because of you. So I go to the bathroom, and I'm looking at the door, and of course I tug on it, but no one says it a word. I'm like, it couldn't possibly be someone's done this. And he keeps trying to tell me to look underneath the stall. I'm like, I'm not looking to see someone fucking shitting underneath the stall. And so I kind of stepped back far enough to where I could see the dude's shoes. I was like, I see his fucking shoes. And of course, by that time, I guess the dude knows that we're talking about him. I don't know how the fuck he couldn't have figured that one out, since there's no other fucking stall for me to like tug on a door from. And he goes, yeah, there's someone in here. And he goes, all right, just look underneath there. I'm like, I'm not looking to go find someone shitting there. I need you to get the fuck out the bathroom. This is really what you're bugging me to do. Like, I don't understand how that's so hard for you to understand. There's someone in there taking a dookie. Do you want to, like, sit on his lap? Do you need him to hold your hand? I don't know what you're wanting me to do with this gentleman in the bathroom.
Meanwhile, the guy in the stall was like, I just want to poop, man.
He was like, man, I just came here to poop. I'm already late going back to work. This is
a long day.
This is like a mix between Taco Bell of yesterday and Chipotle from lunch at noon. Like, I can't fucking hold it no more, man. I've been on the road for 2 days.
Rolling really doesn't do anything to me.
It doesn't do anything to me either, but it's like, it's something popular for people to blame the shits on. Tell us that. Oh, about the fucking... I get that a lot of people say that the men's restrooms can be gross because of the whole piss splashback thing, but I can confirm to you, after working at Walgreens cleaning those bathrooms, GameStop cleaning the bathroom back there, and cleaning the bathrooms at racetrack, women have the fucking filthiest bathrooms, and they are fucking horrible about it. They are the fucking worst, and I swore off ever cleaning the fucking female's restroom, like, in my last 2 months of fucking working there. So... it all stems from these 2 stories, and the second story happened numerous times, and it was a big reason why I stopped ever fucking cleaning it. It was always someone else's job. I would never do it. The first one's a really short, simple one. You know, that whole fucking door lock, someone crawl underneath it, ha ha ha. Yeah, no, so I fucking go to crawl underneath it and didn't check what was on the other side. Some girl must have had, like, some kind of, like, monthly cycle, like, blood bomb happen in her fucking uterus, because it was everywhere. Also on the floor where I was crawling to unlock the goddamn door. So this bitch unleashed the fury of her fucking vagina all over my goddamn stall, and it was like, oh, you know, it'd be a really funny trick having someone crawl underneath it and get blood all over them, then fucking clean it, and also finish their, like, 8-hour work shift with my fucking juices all over their goddamn clothes. Because that was a thing.
I have a really grim story about working at a grocery store, and the reason that I quit.
What was that?
So yeah, I can confirm women's bathrooms are way worse than men's bathrooms at public locations. So the day that I quit. The day that I quit,
The day.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So they were like, okay, you need to go and clean the women's bathroom because you know somebody's reporting that there's some mess in there, is what they said. They said
Okay.
there's a mess.
Mess.
Somebody needs to clean
Oh, that goes well with my second story. Okay, go on.
it. So I go in there, and you know, obviously, you know, the stalls aren't locked or anything like that, but I'm hit with like this fucking unholy smell. First off, and I'm like, oh my god, what happened? Did something die in here? And I go to the last stall, the handicapped one.
I can already see where this is going.
I look in, I see basically exactly what you said. It looked like somebody like exploded in there. Like it was like, oh my god, there's blood and piss and shit everywhere. And then I looked in the toilet and I'm going to flush it, and I look in, and I kid you not, somebody had miscarried in the toilet.
I knew that was going. As soon as you said someone had died, and then you went to the final stall, and I was like, I already know where this is going.
I said, oh fuck no. I got my manager and I said, I'm not doing this. And she's like, if you don't do this, I'm firing you. And I'm like, I don't care what you do, lady.
Yeah, right. Like, I ain't fucking cleaning that. Especially, like, as a guy, like, I mean, how the fuck are you gonna send a guy to go clean up when you very well fucking know what that mess is back there? Like, I mean, if it was shit, whatever, I can handle that, but, like, I mean, like, and I can handle the blood, too, but, like, if you're gonna straight up tell me that I'm gonna have to be dealing with that shit, that's a more of a you thing. You are way more equipped and knowledgeable about what the fuck to do in those situations. Like, the whole shock value may set in, but you'll quickly get over it, whereas my ass is going to be sitting about it for, like, about the next 3 weeks, like, I didn't even know that, like, the Niagara Falls existed and, like, the basic human vagina. It just came out, like, as if someone dipped red Kool-Aid packets in there. Who fucking knew? So, about, like, the whole giant mess, that ties in well with my second story. That basically made it where I never went to clean women's restrooms ever again. And it happened twice, but the first time is way more funny. People are dying in the chat. So the second time this happened...
Like that fetus.
Yeah, like, oh my god.
Oh, that was
So the first time was way funnier. So... I was working, and I was doing my fucking thing, you know, fucking slapping on food, cleaning the fucking floors, making coffee, all that good shit. And my manager comes up to me, pulls me aside, and goes, "Brandon, I hate to have to do this, but I need you to clean the women's restroom." I'm like, someone probably, like, shit themselves. It's fucking everywhere, you know, whatever. I'm like, alright, you know, whatever. So he hands me, and this is a very key part of the fucking story, because this is something that, like, fucking just doesn't make sense to me. He hands me 2 rags, 2 disposable rags, and one little fucking spray cleaner thing, and sends me off to my doom. I go into the final stall. Why it's always the final stall, whoever fucking knows. And as soon as I mean, like, of course, you know, as soon as I enter it, immediately, giant waft of shit. Who knew? I knew it was gonna be shit. And There's no other way really to explain this. It looked like this was a really angry customer. This is not done by accident. This was someone who had bad service or is a bitch. And so the only way I can describe it, it looked like she fucking ran by CVS or Walgreens, downed some magnesium citrate to, like, really give you, like, as if your ass was like a fucking faucet on high pressure shit. Came back to the store and just kind of leaned over the fucking, like, bathroom the whole fucking time. And just, like, fire hosed shit everywhere. And where there wasn't shit from her ass, she would then wipe her ass with the fucking toilet paper and then, like, fucking slap that shit on there. Then she also apparently must have been really pissed because she was bleeding out her vagina at this time. Because she decided to fucking stick tampons everywhere. But, like, it wasn't like they were blood-soaked. She, like, would just, like, insert the bloody tip and then just fucking stick it on there like some fucking Nerf dart bullshit. And my manager expected me to clean this hellhole with 2 disposable rags and Windex. Like, the entire fucking stall. Like, you know, the final stall is always the one that's the most deluxe, has the most room. It has, you know, the fucking, you know, it has more of everything. And all of it was brown. All of it. Where people change their fucking children is got, like, their children's fucking shitty diapers. It looks like as if a shit's worth of child was covered all over that. Like, there was no fucking mercy had upon my goddamn bathroom, and my boss sent me in there with 2 fucking disposable rags and a Windex bottle. I didn't even care that I was inhaling pure shit. There was no oxygen. The air was just shit. I fucking forced a laugh all the way out the door to the back, still laughing as hard and fake as I can, into the back, grabbed 2 more Windex bottles, the rest of the box of the fucking fake rags, fucking mop, a whole, like, 2 fucking things for me to change the shit out. I fucking took, like, a bunch of the plastic bags to make myself, like, a fucking gas mask with, use some of the, the detergent fucking spray on the fake rags, make myself, like, my own, like, little, like, anti-gas mask there, and went to town. Took me an hour and a half to scrub that shit fucking clean. And he did not send me home after that. Like, I felt unclean to touch anything. I didn't want to touch people's money. I didn't want to serve food. I didn't want to stock the fucking shelves in the back. This was fucking awful. I felt like I was like a literal giant shit just handing people fucking money. I'm going back over the fucking comments. And it's just... And it's happened at least twice. This same fucking manager... By the time I left, the manager was fucking gone. Like, I think that was the only reason why I even stayed half as long as I did. But, like, if you were to take, like, just, like, toddler-sized shit bombs and fucking used fucking tampon bloody Nerf darts, and you went to, like, have a Nerf war inside the fucking bathroom, that was the goddamn result.
It's the tampon Nerf darts that got me. Like, I wonder if they whistle if you threw them.
Little fucking strings and all, fucking making it corkscrew in the air.
I gotta tell you the Taco Bell story.
Oh god, a Taco Bell story.
Alright, so...
My fucking chat.
I'm so happy I never worked retail.
Yeah, good.
You don't fucking ever. Like, I'm telling you, the only reason why I have stayed jobless is because the only jobs out there that I'm allowed to fucking have right now are fucking retail.
Alright, so when I was in high school, me and my friends had this habit of, like, after school we would go to the Taco Bell, and then we would wait until everybody got out of class in college, and, you know, the Votech or whatever, right? And we all meet up, and then we go to the comic book stores on Fridays, right?
Okay, cool.
So we go to this Taco Bell right out of school, and we get there, and there's this uneasiness in the air.
Oh no.
They gave us our food and everything, and I'm like, I have to ask them what's wrong. So I asked the lady who we see like every Friday. She's still there. She's still the manager. I was like, what's going on? Something doesn't feel right. And she's like, oh, child.
Oh, child.
She's like, okay, you guys
come, my child.
Here. You've been here about 20 minutes. There's been a man in the bathroom, and the door has been locked for 3 hours.
Oh.
Like, we've called corporate. They say we can't call the police. We have to just let him do his thing. If he's still there when we close, we have to call the police then because he's still there when we close.
I was about to say, is he fucking even alive?
So,
like, that's why you need to call the police, damn it.
Right, exactly. But like, she's like, I don't know what to do. And then, like, you know, they gave us our food and everything, and everybody went back to. And I hear this one woman from the back, this one, like, you know, 16-year-old girl working at Taco Bell. She goes, I ain't cleaning it.
I ain't cleaning it.
Oh God, there's got to be something wrong, right?
So being a guy, you're allowed to go in that bathroom. You went to fucking check, I assume.
The door was locked. The door was locked.
Oh, okay. Well, I heard I ain't clean. Okay.
Person down there.
And so we were there for about 2 hours, and we were hanging out. We were playing some Magic. You know, we were sitting at the Taco Bell tables. You know, we were getting food, drinks, and whatever. Baja blasting it up. But
Oh yeah.
So the guy, they hear the door open,
Oh no.
and then the guy walks out, looks at the counter, and does the fedora style like
No, the milady.
and goes thank you, and then leaves. And then he walks out the door, and the silence kind of lifts, and the manager's like, "I'll go look." He goes in, and then the door hadn't even closed. The door in the bathroom had not closed, and we hear, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, we're dying at the table. We're like, oh my god. She walks out. The manager's like, she walks out holding her nose, and she looks at everybody behind the counter, and she looks at us because she knows we're concerned too. And she goes, "It's like a goddamn shit Picasso in there."
Shit, Picasso.
He drew on the walls. There's a literal art made of shit in this bathroom. And I'm like, I gotta see this.
I literally can't breathe. Man.
I'm gonna rename this fucking stream when it gets archived as fucking retail horror stories.
I can't even click on this dude to kill him. So I'm like, I gotta see this. I gotta see it. So I walk in behind the manager, and she's like, "It's the best." I'm like, I know. This was an era before camera phones. Otherwise, this picture would have been my fucking wallpaper.
Your fucking wallpaper.
Like, I opened the door to the bathroom, and like from fucking mirror to toilet was like art. Like it was swirls, it was smiley faces, it was like fucking like self-portrait.
Thank you.
I don't know what happened to this man, but I guess he had some sort of breakdown. But this was his canvas, the fucking Taco Bell bathroom. The fucking the purples and the oranges meshed so well with the brown tones. It's just fucking.
I took a drink, you goddamn cunt! I almost fucking died! I just got done breathing so I could fucking get a goddamn drink, and this cunt says shit like this. The purple and oranges. Docs is checking on me to make sure I'm not dying. Oh god, fuck you, dude.
I need a drink. I'll be right back.
I can't get a fucking drink. My mouth's all dry and shit. I'm getting fucking cotton mouth from this fucking shit. I ain't laughed this fucking hard since the last time I got high. Fuck all of you guys. It's been like 2 or 3 years since I've last fucking smoked anything, and you're oh my god. The browns and the purples and the oranges. I'm trying to fucking calculate where the fuck the purple's coming from.
Like the tile colors of the Taco Bell. The
tile.
Which is white.
The tile colors. The goddamn tile colors. So what was the orange? Did he like only eat fucking Cheetos?
No. The orange and the purple and the whites were the colors of the tiles.
Oh my
And the fucking
Christ.
earth tones were provided by this man's ass.
Fuck.
He is sent back to the burning hells.
But it was brutal. Like they.
Oh my god. My fucking
I walked
tonsils.
out of the bathroom. I walked out of the bathroom and I was like, that is horrifying. Like I was gagging a little bit, but I was also kind of impressed.
I was also kind of impressed.
The
All the stars and planets aligned. Good God. Dude, if I save this fucking I'm saving this archive, by the way. I don't care how long this fucking thing is. I am saving this entire fucking stream. Oh my God. I'm trying to think of like another fucking story, but no matter what the fuck I come up with, it's not topping this. It's fucking not. Oh, got it. Okay, so this is gross in a different fucking way. Oh man, but I gotta wait for Nathan to come back. Damn it, Nathan, get your ass back here. Alright, so to kind of give everyone like a teaser, this involves me working at Walgreens, someone coming in, and then quickly going while saying thank you on the way out, but never purchased anything. And it's not a bathroom one. This is not... Oh God, I wish this was a bathroom one.
Wish they'd made it to the bathroom.
Oh no! Oh no! You know, I wish it was a. I wish it was a body movement. Like it's not that bad, but like it's one of those once you thought about it kind of deals, and then it sunk in like what he did. The orphanage was never the same again. Oh goddamn it!
Orifice was never the same again.
Orifice. Goddamn it! I read that wrong. I'm sorry. Oh my God, dude! This guy. Nathan needs to get his ass back here so I can tell. I need new gloves. I need a new set of lungs. My heart can't take this. Dude, the chat's dying even more than we fucking are. And that's the best part. It's like I can't even get like a capture of like how the fucking chat's reacting besides like what the fuck they're actually able to goddamn type.
Twitch bots will show the chat. I'm back.
Oh, Nathan, so I've got another story. So here we go. So
My mom was so concerned. When I left my room, Mom was so concerned.
Oh man.
According to you, Brandon.
Good, because we're back in town. Alright, so this guy, I'm working at Walgreens. This is like my second or third day there. And my manager at this Walgreens really focused on a thing called facing, which is where all the items and everything faces the same direction. They look nice, neat, and straight. He had a huge emphasis on this. So I'm basically my entire third day was just me walking around the store, just getting shit to look fucking good. So by the end of my shift, which is about the time we're closing, like 9:30, we close at 10. The store is all cleaned up and everything's nice and straight. We're just kind of, basically my job now is just kind of like wait for the customers to come in, keep an eye on them until they like, you know, fucking move shit around and then fix what the fuck they fucked with. Well, this guy comes in, and I'm over on like another aisle trying to clean up like something else that someone else fucked around with, and he comes in, doesn't say a word. Looks really stiff, looks really awkward. Looks like one of those guys that's gonna buy like condoms. So, you know, you don't really want to look at him and don't want to make him nervous. Well, after like 3 or 4 minutes, he walks out and says thank you on his way out. And now I'm trying to figure out for like the next 15 minutes why he thanked me. So once you go clean up all the aisles again, I've noticed that in this fucking aisle, where all the condoms and everything else is, there's a bottle of KY jelly that's just ever so slightly off-put. And when I went to reach it to adjust it, I got KY jelly on my hands. Now, I don't think I have to spell this one out. But this gentleman just came in my fucking Walgreens, and took some KY jelly, opened the fucker up, and proceeded to lube up his dick in my store, and then just placed it back like ain't shit fucking happened. And
As you do.
as you do. And like, so and of course I've already got my hand on this, so I'm like petrified to even like leave this up here. So I walked to my manager with like this iron grip on this fucking KY jelly, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. And of course at first my manager, which was a female by the way, was like, you might want to reword that. I was like, okay, here, I'm gonna explain to you. So I told her the fucking situation, and she is just, why are you holding that? I was like, what the fuck else am I supposed to do with this? Like, where do I put this? I can't have, like, customers fucking grab KY jelly fucking lubed up goddamn bottle. How am I supposed to explain to the customer, oh, hey, why is this bottle all fucking slippery? Oh, some guy came in, fucking grabbed a whole handful, rubbed it all over his junk, put it back on the fucking shelf all nice and neat, just for you. Like, what do I do with this?
Explain now.
There was a defective bin made that day just for those products.
I would have learned telepathy before I had picked that bottle up.
Oh my god. Travel to the center of Wartrum? Where the fuck is that?
You can teleport to me.
Oh, okay.
No big elaborate story or anything about this one, but it was a woman when I was working at that grocery store that tried to steal a turkey by putting it down. By trying to put it down the back of her pants and then trying to run out of the store saying, "Oh no, I pooped myself." She had like this big turkey-shaped lump in the back of her pants.
Everyone's fucking like obsessed with my iron grip right now. Just big fucking turkey ass. I pooped myself.
Oh no, so much poop. I'm like, no, that is not 21 pounds of shit.
That's not 21 pounds of shit.
That's either a turkey or a new record.
Like, she's been holding that shit in for fucking weeks, and she was like, she saw that fucking Jackass, I think it was like Jackass 3D, where they send the guy in that shed himself in the fucking store, or yeah, that makes him where he shits himself. No, he was trying to shit inside the warehouse, the one of those like Lowe's where they have like the demo toilets. And he was trying to shit in there, but he shits himself on the way there. She probably was like trying to save herself up for one of those and just shits herself in the middle of the store right before she could pull off the act.
But it was really a turkey. They're like, we saw you on camera.
My favorite kind of female customers are the ones that find those 4-packs of the fucking, like, wines and, like, slips one in their purse, drinks it in the fucking bathroom, and then thinks, oh, I am so clever. And instead of putting it back in my fucking purse and walking out like there ain't shit wrong with no evidence to be found, I'm gonna put it in the No-No Square dispensary. Like, bitch, I'm not sure if you know, there's, like, no real cover-up on those, so whenever I go and change those fucking bags, I see very clearly that there's a fucking wine bottle in the No-No Square dispensary. And I worked at a Walgreens and a racetrack. It's not like the cameras have like much for me to fucking cover. I know who did it. She had so much junk in the trunk, Chungadoodle. Oh, so one time I was working at racetrack, and we had just shut down the store because we were getting a remodel, getting upgraded, right? And during this remodel, the entire store is closed. The only thing that's accessible is the gas pumps. But a employee has to be on the premises at all times to like change out the trash, sweep the lot, and make sure that the end of day happens, even though nothing happens during the day. It still has to happen every day. So, I'm doing my thing. It's fucking like 2 at night, or you know, 2 at night. It's 2 a.m. I'm fucking taking out all these trash, just trying to get all my shit done so I can just kind of sit in my box for the rest of the night. No fucking big deal. Play Monster Hunter. And
I will put an end to this.
I think it was pump 13, 14. That little juncture there. I'm changing the bag, and I noticed that this bag smells like shit. And I pick up the bag, I'm looking at it, I sniffed it, and I'm like, it's not the bag. I look in the fucking trash canister, and there's shit in there, and it just got done raining, and the bag wasn't on all the way. So I've got, like, inside this trash canister, a bunch of fucking turds just kind of floating in the fucking trash canister, which means someone during the day or during the night while I was in the box and not paying attention went over to my trash canister, lifted the lid, moved the trash bag, and then took a shit in the canister. Put the bag haphazardly back on there, closed it up, locked it up, went on their fucking way.
Oh, great. We're getting to this part of the game.
How do you...
Like, the fuck? There's like another racetrack literally 3 blocks down with a working toilet.
But they couldn't be bothered.
I guess fucking not. Like when nature calls, where will you be when nature? Dude, someone just dropped another fucking legendary for me. It's a ring. Guys, I mean, I get that you guys like me, but you didn't really have to put a ring on it. I don't think we could top quotes like unleash the fury of her fucking vagina. She shat out a shit's worth of a child. Santa's best quote 27 memes.
Shit, Casso.
Oh no, they loved your shit Casso. They fucking loved your shit Casso for sure. Summons a treasure goblin who picks up normal quality items for you. After picking up 13 items, he drops a rare item with a chance of a legendary.
Oh, keep that. Don't ever get rid of that. Because once we start doing
Rifts.
adventure mode stuff,
Yeah.
you can use that in the Cube of Kanai and open a portal to the treasure realm.
Hey.
And the treasure realm will give you around 16 to 20 million gold per run, plus almost a guaranteed chance of a legendary.
Best stream. Who needs sleep? When this stream finishes, I'm going to save it. Oh, don't worry. Like, I'll fucking archive this shit too. Like, this is being saved. Like, I'm actually going to download the file. I have a 4 terabyte external. It's being saved.
Do you ever use Death Nova for your Necromancer?
Nope.
Just wondering.
Like, I mean, I could. Like, if you've got something for me, I could switch to it for, like, a temporary thing to, like, boost something up.
Take a look.
That is not possible.
Just give me some way I can download a 4-hour stream and I'm good. What I might do is I might take down this, like, I might take this stream, I might take a copy of it, I'll go into fucking Adobe Premiere, and I'll fucking clip out just the fucking stories. Along with, like, all our fucking reactions of fucking crying at some of these fucking stories.
Me coming back, she's like, my mom was so concerned.
The part where I was fucking dying, and of course my fucking mic's like goddamn voice activated. There is no push to talk, so everyone heard me just like fucking break down. It's a nice mix you got there.
Mine's just always on.
Mine's always on too. Well, mine's voice activated because of the
I
fan.
use push to talk, so. Trying to think of like more really gross stories.
Let's see here.
Or like inept people. Oh no no.
Oh, oh damn it. Okay, I got one too. Who wants to go first? You and me, QBG.
I'll go.
Okay.
It's like when I was working at the grocery store, the same grocery store, the same one. I was 16, I think. And as I was walking out into the parking lot, it was soaking wet from rain. You know, the parking lot didn't drain well. It was Florida. Everything's flat, you know.
Yeah.
I saw like little white things in the in the water that was standing. I'm like, what the heck is this? And I go look at it, and it's a 20.
Ah.
And then I saw like a line of them leading to somebody's car.
The fuck?
Yeah, and then like I was like,
oh no.
that is nothing but 20s, and they're all soaking wet. I don't know what to do with these. So of course, like being a dumb 16-year-old, I told my friend, I say my friend, but it was also just one of my coworkers. I'm like, dude, there's so much money out here. I don't know what's happening. I think somebody dropped their wallet or something. Should we try to find it? He's like, nah, man, we could buy weed with that. And I'm 16. I've never tried it. I've never so much as seen weed before.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
God damn it.
Living in a household full of, super religious parents, and, they snoop through my room and everything like that. He was like, yeah, man, give me like we'll split it 50-50, right? I'm like, okay, that sounds like a great idea, even though
you're the one that found
didn't find
it.
any of it. So I think it was like $200. So we had about $100 each.
God damn.
And then he was like, oh, then if you give me like $60, I'll get you so much weed, man.
You fucking fell for it.
And I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. So I gave him $60. He gave me like almost nothing. And I'm like, man, weed's really expensive now, isn't it? And like, I didn't even know what I did with it. Like, I was just like, okay, yeah, I'll take it. So I had $40. I think I bought a video game with it or something.
God damn it.
But like, I didn't get in trouble for it. I gave it away in high school, like in an Altoids can. I was like, do you like weed? I told one of my friends. They're like, you probably shouldn't be asking me that, but yes. And I'm like, okay, then you need to take this brown paper sack that's got an Altoids tin in it, and you should take it home.
You should take it home.
I'm like, okay. I don't know. I was more impressed about the fact that I just found like a whole lot of money and then did stupid teenager things with it.
God fucking damn it.
I have long waited for this.
Alright, so I've got...
More impressed with the fact that you bought the weed than the actual weed.
You're
I
right.
never even used it. I was just like, man, weed is really expensive. I don't even want anything to do with it.
So, I've got another bullshit customer story. This one's from Walgreens. So, towards halfway of my Walgreens career, I became a photo tech, and basically what my job was to stock shelves and all that other stuff, like almost anyone else is supposed to. But I also got to fuck around on a computer and print photos, and make sure that the photos come out really neat. And eventually they made it where I printed posters and stuff, and that shit's a cunt. Anyway, so this is around Christmas time, so everyone and their fucking mothers printed off like 500 fucking photos at a time. Christmas fucking cards, family photos that they're sending to, like, I guess I guess they went to like the familyorigin.com or whatever the fuck, and they were just like, oh, you all have my last name, you all get Christmas cards with my family, which is literally just a 4x6 with my family's face on it with a Merry Christmas 2014 or whatever the fuck on it. So there was this one lady that came in during this whole giant Christmas rush and needed 400 photos fucking developed. And none of it was Christmas, actually, it was for her business, but what sucked for her was I was almost out of photo paper. I had enough to do 150 photos. Obviously not enough for her 400 photo order. And this is a Tuesday. And I won't be getting any more until Thursday. So she's throwing this fit, whatever. Tell her there's literally nothing I can do. There's no secret stash. There's nothing else I can do. Believe me, I'd rather be printing photos than doing anything else in the store all day. So I don't know how I can help you. So I was like, look, what you can do is I'll sell you like the rest of my photo paper. If you want to pick 150 photos of that, because she's about to leave on Wednesday to go to a business trip with these photos. If you want to pick 150 of the photos to take with you, I'll sell you the rest of my paper, and I'll give you my employee discount on it since it's a big, inconvenience free. Of course, I kind of gave her the discount because she was like throwing this shit singing fit because she didn't want to go literally 2 blocks down to the Walgreens that had the fucking. But whatever. So she's like, okay. So she seems like she agreed with it. So she sits down, starts picking out all these fucking photos. I let her do her thing. Well, it's been like an hour and a half to pick these photos, and like I get it, it's 150 photos, but at the same time, like I've seen people pick like fucking like whole scrapbooks and organize them by book and everything faster than this. Well, then she gets my attention. She says she's done. I'm like, all right, cool, motherfucking Ruby. Bam. So I pull up on my computer, and it's 400 fucking photos. Like, and I look over the counter, I'm like, ma'am, I can't print this. I've already told you, I can't do this. She goes, well, why not? I think we've been over this story. Like, I don't have the fucking photo paper for it. This bitch, for the next, and so, you know, she asked, you know, well, when are you going to get more? Thursday. She canceled her business trip. She cleared up her whole schedule, and for the next 3 days, she was up my ass about the photo thing, and she would sit there from 2 p.m. when I got there after school to fucking 10 p.m. when we closed at the phototech area, and would bite the head off of any customer that would even approach the phototech area, but I wasn't allowed to tell her to get the fuck out. Because at Walgreens, you're not allowed to tell people to get out. And she would hound me like a dog all through the store. She would, like, harass me if I wasn't, like, just absolutely busting my ass. And then she would bite off the head of any customer that wanted photos. Oh, and then whenever I got the photo paper, guess what? She didn't need them anymore. So she canceled the business trip. Retail.
What a dumb lady.
Yeah.
I had,
Does anyone use pole arms?
Pole arms? Nah, not me.
I have a legendary, so probably shouldn't. I had a lady. I say lady, it's not a lady. I had a customer.
Yeah, that's basically how they all
when
are.
I worked at no, because it was a guy. Like I just misspoke. But I was working at Best Buy, and like I dealt with the cell phones and the tablets, and that was my area of expertise. And you know, I got extremely good at it.
Mm-hmm. Working at GameStop, I'm already cringing. I heard phone.
I had dumb customers literally every day. It was like, okay, well, if I get this is the most powerful tablet you've got, right? Yep. Can it play Call of Duty? No.
Can it play Call of Duty? I was waiting for it.
But like that wasn't the bad part. So like I worked in tandem with the Samsung guy.
Okay.
And the Samsung guy was, you know, really helpful. Like he's not supposed to help out with any other, you know, any other products or any other brands or anything. He's not even supposed to acknowledge the fact that iPads exist, basically.
Yeah.
But he goes, you know, he's really super friendly and he's helping this guy out. This guy is is handicapped. He's in a wheelchair.
Okay.
He's in a motorized wheelchair and he's like obviously paralyzed from the waist down.
Okay.
And he comes up to us and he's like, "Listen, man, I really need you to help me." I'm like, "Okay, sure." And he goes, "I've got like 2,000 pictures on my iPad and I need to save them, and this iPad is giving me an error and I don't know how to fix it and it's not letting me into my iPad." Well, the problem was like a misplaced password or something like that, so we helped him reset it and everything like that. And I was expecting, you know, this guy is like, you know, crippled, right? You know, and I'm expecting him to have like this photo album of his family and this really sweet thing.
It's gonna be porn.
I mean, no. So here's the thing. We finally restored his iPad, we got it working, and I flipped through it real quick, and you know, we're really not supposed to look at customers' pictures, we're just supposed to sort of verify that they're there, but iPads are special because it shows all the pictures and thumbnails.
Yep.
2,400 pictures of women's asses from about waist height. This man rode around in his wheelchair and took stealth ass pictures of almost every woman he could get close enough to and saved them to his iPad. And apparently these pictures were so important to him that he had to get somebody to help him restore his iPad to get all of these pictures back because they weren't backed up.
Just get iCloud, dude.
I don't know what to say.
iCloud to him, and he goes, I don't think the internet needs to see my photo.
They already did.
If you're that ashamed of it, why are you fucking taking them?
I think he was just more proud of the fact. He's like, he didn't want anybody else getting his photos because he didn't want to share them.
God damn it.
But like, the photos were from local places. Like, I looked around and there were some of them in the Best Buy.
God damn it.
You've gotta stop. So then we made a notice for him and everything, and I told the AP guy, the asset protection guy, I told him, I was like, listen, if you see this guy come into the store and he's carrying around this iPad and he's running up behind women, escort him from the building.
Escort him from the building.
Accepted me. Come close.
The angry tall guy's like, fucking what? Everyone's dead. No one can laugh anymore. They're all... we've killed the chat.
Yeah, the shit Casso story is kind of a showstopper.
I'm trying to think on any more retail, because, like, I mean, I've done a fuck ton of it.
I had a lady who came in and said her iPhone wasn't working. And I'm like, oh, really? What happened to it? She goes, I don't know.
I don't know.
And she handed it to me. And I picked it up, and I had a case on it, and I tried to press the power button. And I'm like, the woman was a very Catholic woman. You could tell she was wearing a rosary. It was Ash Wednesday. You know, she had the ash on her forehead and everything. She's like, my iPhone stopped working. Can you help me get it working? She handed it to me. I noticed the tremendous smell. I pick up the phone. I pull the case off, and as I pulled the case off, probably like 6 ounces of prayer oil landed on my desk.
God damn it.
Like I literally poured prayer oil out of the phone, and she goes, oh, well, I guess that probably burst in my purse.
What the fuck?
I'm like, okay. I can't do anything with it because it's liquid damage, but I mean, now you know not to carry prayer oil in a glass vial in your purse.
I've had 2 really memorable ones. Like, I've had a lot of really disgusting, like, console and controller take-ins. Like, I get it, like, there's dead skin buildup in your controllers, like, in the little cracks, and, like, not everyone knows that you could take, like, a toothpick or, like, a tack to kind of, like, get that shit out from your fucking, controllers. But I've seen some where I could, I could make, like, a fucking, like, Mosaic picture of something with these fucking dead skin cells, and it'd be like of numerous different types of people too. So like I would have like various colors to fucking work with. But the two main big take-ins that were like, bro, what the fuck, was the first one, and like I don't know how else to really describe this. It was the stereotypical gamer trade-in, like the nightmare trade-in that like the mom that doesn't understand gaming would imagine. So whenever you think stereotypical gamer, you're thinking of probably like a heavy-set guy with a neck beard who has like a fuck ton of acne, smells weird, and has Cheeto Puff encrusted fingers. And sure enough, this fucker walked in heavy-set, not fat, heavy-set, with a neck beard.
How many chins do you have?
At least 3. And with Cheeto Puff encrusted fingers. And he tries to sell me this Xbox 360. I don't know what you do to an Xbox to get it this way, but the Xbox, not just the controller was bad as well, but the Xbox looked like a Cheeto Puff. Like there was enough seasoning on the console that if I were to fucking dip a fucking like Cheeto Puff unseasoned and rolled it across the fucking Xbox, there would be enough to have you a fucking cheesy poop. And I'm trying to be nice to this guy because the dude's not a bad guy. He's not an asshole. He's just really, really fucking unhygienic. And So I'm doing my normal, looking over the console, making sure it's not actually broken, besides the fact that it's disgusting as fuck. And I'm like, all right, man, I'll make you a deal. I'm gonna see what I can do about cleaning the fuck out of this console for you. So I took like some fucking, I'm gonna say military grade. It's not military grade, but some fucking heavy duty like cleaner that like would probably like melt grease off the side of the roads to this fucking Xbox.
So Coca-Cola.
And there's nothing I could have done. Like, I got all the cheesy poof encrustment off of it, but that white Xbox 360 is orange, and it's not paint. And it's a faded orange, which means it's there forever. Like, there was nothing I could have done. This is now a limited edition Mountain Dew Cheeto Xbox 360 MLG Pro Elite gaming console, and you don't even have to pay extra money for it. Just go down to your local fucking GameStop, ask for the fucking Cheeto Puff encrusted Xbox. We'll hook you the fuck up, I guess.
You should have licked it.
Should have licked it. No. Dude, I already had money problems from fucking working at GameStop. I didn't need to, like, go to the fucking call them the Amber Lamps and not be able to pay my fucking bills.
Amber Lamps.
So, hold on. I need to go fucking break shit down.
Let's break it down.
It was just... I took it in, but I put a huge fucking X on it. I packed it up. I wrote on top of it for the warehouse, like, dip this bitch in bleach, and sent it on its merry way.
Is that literally what you wrote?
Yes, I fucking put a huge X on top of the fucking console. That way, they could, even if after they open up the box, and for some reason they thought this thing's supposed to be orange, it's not fucking supposed to be orange. And I wrote, because you can add a note on the fucking console takings that you send to the warehouse, and I just said, dip this bitch in bleach. Like, I don't know what else to do. Like, I was totally at a fucking loss, but I wasn't gonna, like, because this dude was, like, quitting gaming. Like, he wasn't even trying to, like, upgrade to anything. He apparently has some, like, turn-of-life experience. I'm gonna guess, like, maybe the fact that all of his clothes were probably, like, stiff from fucking Cheeto Puff encrustment. I don't know. I don't know if, like, whenever he went to wipe his ass, like, he fucking, like, his fingers slipped into his asshole and he had, like, some kind of fucking infection from, like, week old Cheeto Puff encrustment. I don't know. But he wanted to, you know, change his life around, and he thought the first thing to go through was to get rid of video games. And like, he just wanted cash. He didn't care how much it was going to be. He knew GameStop gave him bad rates, but he just wanted it fucking gone out of his life. So I fucking did that for him.
Are you familiar with the old school fat PlayStations? The fat PlayStation 2?
Yeah, they were the only ones that could play PS2 games.
No. The not the PS3. It's not the PS2.
Oh, the fat PS2s. Yeah, that was the one I had. I didn't care for the slim. They look like they fucking break.
Yeah. Okay. So I opened a GameStop in Florida. Xbox One, the original OG Xbox. And
yeah, the OG
PS2
Xbox
was like the systems that were out at the time, and I did a console trade-in with PS2 and a whole shitload of games, 2 controllers, whatever. It was in reasonably good condition.
Okay.
You know, whatever. No big deal. Guy came in. He was wearing a ball cap and a wife beater, and you know, whatever, right?
Yeah.
The Skeleton King is dead.
So we take the trade in. Seems kind of normal. He was a little sketched out. I mean, obviously, because he seemed like he was high, but I wasn't really going to judge him. He was being kind of cool and everything.
Yeah.
Taking the console trade. About an hour later, the cops come in.
Okay.
And said, yeah, did you take a PlayStation in for a trade from this person, and showed his identification? Florida had a law that stated that every single person who traded it in anything had to have like a fingerprint and all this other stuff. The guy was like really hesitant to give it and that kind of thing, but he actually gave it. The cop comes in about an hour later. He's like, yeah, do you have this this PlayStation? And I'm like, yeah, I do. He's like, can you bring it out, please? Put it on the counter. I'm like, yeah, I can do that. Put it on the counter. And then the cop picks up the PlayStation, turns it over, pulls the back door off where the network adapter goes, and pulls out like weed, like a not insignificant amount of weed out of the battery door, or not the battery door, but the hard drive bay.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I
oh.
love the phrasing, not insignificant.
And the guy's like, the cop is like, all right, man, we got it. He like leans over, looks in his head, in his radio on his shoulder, and he goes, it's here.
It's here.
And he's like, all right, thank you for your time. And leaves. He takes the weed, leaves the PlayStation, and I'm like, that was weird.
I had damn it, I had a story, but I liked your story enough, and I fucking got lost. Fuck. Oh, I had a weed one. Me and my boss at that time was not foreign when it came to marijuana. Like, that was kind of his bread and butter. As soon as he got fucking home, that's what he did. Played WoW, and he was my fucking healer, and half the time, like, he was basically on fucking autopilot. I swear he had a bot playing for him, because that dude was just gone. Great guy, though. Actually, I'm still friends with him. He was actually close enough with my family that he's actually referred to now as Uncle Ryan. But there was this guy who came in and he wanted to trade in a fucking game, and he had basically almost that same exact fucking description. Just instead of like a wife beater, though, he had a... Oh god. It was... I'm trying to think of a way to describe it. It's one of those shirts that have the hood on it. It's not a hoodie, but it's literally a shirt that has a hood on it.
Yeah.
And one of those the snapbacks, the one with the flat bills and all that good stuff.
Like a trucker hat.
Look at my trucker hat. No, it's definitely one of those snapbacks. Trucker hats look a little different. They're not as stiff. And you know, he comes in. He's got fucking Saints Row 3, and this is like after Saints Row 4 had its fucking like Gat Out of Hell fucking DLC. So this shit's like $2. And he didn't care, so we opened it up, and like as soon as I popped it open, just a whole bunch of weed shavings fucking fell out, and I was like, huh. Slowly closes it, or actually I didn't close it first. I slowly scooped everything back in, and while he was like looking around at other games, closed it back up, slid it across, and I was like, you might want to take this back, bud. He goes, why? And I was like, do you really want me to say it out loud, or do you want to just like open it and find out for yourself? And so like, of course, now he's like super hesitant to fucking pick it up, but sure enough, he goes and picks it up, and the fucking weed shavings, he picks up and just like lets it all fall on the floor, and he freaks the fuck out, throws the game up in the goddamn air, and he just hauls fucking ass. Like, he is fucking gone. Like, this dude, that must have been, like, one of his early times having fucking weed, because he was, like, so paranoid about it. He was fucking gone. Didn't care. He hauled ass.
Gone, demon weed.
The fucking devil's lettuce had no grip on him anymore.
Game saved me from weed.
The mom from earlier is like, see?
We're smuggling the devil's lettuce in your fucking games, kid. Get turnt for the Lord. But yeah, that was another thing. There was, when the Xbox One came out, I was doing the midnight launch for that, and my buddy Black Fox 32, or just Fox, to avoid confusion with the Black Fox actually frequents our fucking Twitch chats. We were working that midnight. Well, it was coming out on Friday night, so Thursday night up into Friday midnight, and our checks weren't going to hit till about 2 a.m. that day, and that check was really what was going to determine on us getting the fucking Xbox. So we decided that we were going to close up when we were supposed to, and we were just going to clean around the store, quote unquote, until our checks came in. Well, instead what we did after we, like, you know, picked up the basic bullshit back in the store and he counted down the safe, was we took one of the Xboxes, because he knew he was going to be able to afford his, so we took his Xbox, we ripped the TV off the Xbox demo machine at the very front, and we hooked it all up in the back, and we played Dead Rising 4. And after we got our checks hit, you'd think, oh man, you know, now they're just going to go home and play, you know, with their internet and, you know, be able to play with each other. Nope. We stayed inside the store and continued to play the game, sleep deprived as fuck, because we had already been like super hyped, so we didn't even sleep the day before. I want to say we were going on at least like 32 hours without sleep, if not more. Until like 8 a.m. and my mom messages me. She goes, "I noticed that you're not home. Where are you?" I told her I was still up at the GameStop just across the street because I actually worked within walking distance. Playing the Xbox One with Damien because we decided not to wait for our check. So she went and got us fucking donuts and chocolate milk from the place literally fucking next door to the goddamn GameStop.
Was it Krispy Kreme?
No, it was in Texas. We actually have like a lot of these like Chinese lady ran donut stores, and they're all so fucking good. Like Krispy Kreme ain't got nothing on these fucking ladies. Oh, they're so fucking great.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, Krispy Kreme is great, but there's something about having donuts served by this warm, loving Asian lady.
And dude, these ladies, like, while you're fucking staring there, you know, just looking at all the donut selections that they have, if they have came out with a new flavor or one that's been, like, super popular for the week, they are force-feeding you these motherfuckers, though you'll buy more. Like, by the end of the fucking transaction, after you have bought maybe a dozen donuts, you have already consumed 3 within their facility, and they gave you 3 fucking more.
So, like, I don't smoke, right?
Yeah.
But half dozen Krispy Kremes and a bottle of chocolate milk was my vice.
Oh god, yeah. Donuts and chocolate milk is anyone's fucking vice. Like, fuck yeah.
Like, oh my god, this is the best. Like, my boss at the most recent job I had, the auto parts store, was like, "Oh, I'm gonna bring you donuts and orange juice," and I'm like, "Nah, I mean, I appreciate the effort."
Yeah, I mean, it's still donuts in a drink that you didn't have to pay for.
Yeah, but donuts, like 6 Krispy Kremes and chocolate milk is like I felt like I was 12 again. It was amazing. Like, I would have a super stressful day. Matter of fact, I came home from Black Friday, where I had worked a 21-hour shift at Best Buy, and I went by the Krispy Kreme, which was open 24 hours, and got 6. Actually, I got a full dozen that day because I was like, you know what? I got
screw it.
I got a dozen regular glazed Krispy Kreme donuts because that's the only donuts that are good for Krispy Kreme is the regular glazed, and 2 chocolate milks because, you know, I wanted them to think I was bringing stuff home for somebody else.
Right.
But when they gave me the dozen Krispy Kremes, well, they gave me the 2 chocolate milks first, then they handed me the dozen Krispy Kremes with some napkins on top. They're like, "You're gonna need these." I'm like, well, thank you.
You know. I think they probably could have seen the look on your face and been like, "Yeah, there's no denying this."
Plus the fact I'm really fat, so.
God damn it.
So, like, oh yeah, he's gonna eat all 12 of these donuts. He's gonna have 6 of them gone before he drives away.
God fucking damn it. So, after, you know, my mom, she brings up, you know, the donuts and the fucking chocolate milks and whatnot. We're going back in the back of the store. We're still not open yet. Well, it's now like 9 a.m. and the guy who's coming in to open, you know, he opens the door and he unlocks the back where we are and walks in. He's like immediately taken aback because this is like one of those like ex-Marine guys who was serving for 12 years, and the only reason why he's still not in there right now is because he took shrapnel to his back and like really fucked it up. So immediately, like, this dude almost went into full fucking combat mode when he saw us because we were just laughing and going fucking hysterical. And then he wondered, like, "What the fuck are you guys still doing here?" I'm like, "Playing Dead Rising." Like, I mean, we've been here like all fucking night. Like, there's no going back for us now.
Donut hanging out of your mouth halfway. He's like, "What are you doing here?"
I mean, almost. I think I just got done fucking chewing some. And we had just actually finished all the fucking donuts. Well, around like 10 a.m., I still hadn't gone home. Mom checked on me again, and I was like, "Yeah, we're here," but now, like, you know, the other manager's here, and he's kind of like giving us a stink eye and stuff. So she goes, "Here, I'll help you out." So she comes back the fuck up, buys more donuts and chocolate milk, so that way the other guy feels fucking included while he's having to work, listen to us play the fucking Xbox One that he can't get until after he's done with his shift. And just, we stayed up there till like 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. that day when the second guy came in and told us that we had to fucking go. Because we were getting really loud because I was so fucking sleep deprived. Everything was fucking hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing at anything. If you ever hear Fox and I make a reference of "I've covered wars," you know, it's because the entire fucking time, anytime anything would ever happen, we would do the Frank West quote about how we covered wars.
I love that. I've covered wars, you know.
Covered wars, you know. It's a battlefield out there. I don't think you really want to go out there. I've covered wars, you know. Oh, hey. Frozen and Thunderstorm.
It's a retail battlefield out there. I've covered wars, you know. You're not prepared.
And it's just...
Clearly, judging by these stories.
Goddamn. Dude, there's no preparing you for fucking retail. There's fucking no preparing you. Shit.
It's like, on the interview, it's like, is this your first retail job? Yes, it is. Why? Have you ever changed a diaper?
You ever changed a diaper?
Yes. Why? Did you think it was gross? I mean, a little. Why? Okay, just checking.
Unhireable.
Into the garbage it goes.
Oh, my favorite thing, though, whenever I worked at GameStop, besides, of course, you know, helping out customers and talking about game stuff, is actually looking over the applications. That was my favorite fucking thing, but until they just recently went digital, I loved looking over the paper applications and seeing what people thought they were going to do when they worked at GameStop. So, for those unaware, GameStop has had a double-sided application. On the front side had all of your basic information that you needed to fill out: name, email, phone number, previous work experience, contacts, all that good jazz. But on the back, they had a wage desired, and they had a few questions they would ask you. And the questions would go, what are your consoles that you own? List the games that you have plenty of experience of, and what are your experience on PC matters? And that could be anything from like Vista, Word, Pirate Bay, EA, Steam, whatever. And you get some really, really interesting... I gave you the picture. Cool, I'll have to check that out in a second. I just got myself some Legendary Shoulders. You get some really, really interesting applications, and people that expect a lot out of fucking GameStop. So some of the ones I used to always laugh at would first off be the ones that expected to get more than minimum wage working at GameStop. Because it's not going to fucking happen. And more so would be the ones I would laugh at that would be expecting, which minimum wage here in Texas is $7.25 an hour, would be asking for like 12, like an hour, going full time at GameStop.
I know so much about video games. I deserve $12 an hour.
Oh, and
okay.
Oh, believe me, we used to put those people to the test too. And then there would be ones that'd be like on video game console knowledge. It'd be yes. Yes, what? Yeah, like, what? Do you just have knowledge? Is that it? Like, you just have fucking knowledge? You are like the fucking all-seer on fucking consoles? Like, I need to know like which ones you have. I need to know what you work with.
I mean, to be fair, that's me, but I would have just put yes.
God damn it. Well, if you had been talking to us, like, we probably would have caught on that, because we actually do like normally like put a mental like, you know, pick onto those fucking applications, because normally people that make these applications also like to try and hang around, because, you know, GameStop's kind of like more of like a hobby than a job. Later, Ayami. Thank you for hanging out with us and enjoying all the fucking great stories. So there'd be also some people that you know, when it says games with experience, they would literally put Call of Duty 10th Prestige Golden AK-47.
Wow.
I'm not shitting you. I had one advertise their boosting lobby for Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 3 was already out.
He wasn't applying for a job. He was just advertising.
So, at least you were there for the best ones. Yeah, I mean, right? So, I found out whenever I got hired, because here's how my interview went, from what I can remember. You know, asked about my previous work experience. Worked at Walgreens. I know how to deal with customers. I know how to keep my patience. I know how to clean. And I try to do the best I can at following orders to the mark. He goes, okay, go ahead and tell me of your gaming experience. Like, I try to keep an open mind about games. I don't know a lot about sport games or racing games. Those just really aren't my thing. I'll play them if it's offered, but I really, like, I can't tell you like the ins and outs of those. Just about anything else, though, I have your back. I really don't do anything else besides games, so like it's kind of something I know live, and I keep up to date with all of the news. All right, cool. What is your favorite game? And he kind of hesitated because apparently I learned later was he would get the typical like whatever is popular now, like, oh, my favorite game is Battlefield 4 because the graphics are just so fucking legit, and like you can just do anything. You have 64 versus 64 player combat, and it's just like I could get fucking turned for days on that shit. Whereas whenever I answered him, it was Super Metroid at the time. And like that damn near blew his fucking mind that someone said anything that was not on like a modern console or was like Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, like the super obvious one. And then at the end of this, there was a question. He was like, "All right, so I'll let you ask me a question. And before you ask, no, I'm not gay. Yes, I'm happily married. No, I don't think I can fuck off." I'm like, "Are these questions you actually get?" He goes, "You would be surprised how many people on their last question ask me if I'm gay." I'm like, "I'm going to assume they don't get the job." And he goes, "No, they don't." And of course I snicker. And he sees it building up in my eyes. He goes, "Don't you fucking do it."
Well, was he?
No, he's not gay. He just said, no, he's not gay.
Oh, okay.
It's actually Code Freak. You've seen, you talked with Code Freak. That's my boss. That was the one that fucking hired me.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yep, Code Freak was the one that got me hired onto GameStop. Code Freak was the one that hired me. Black Box 32 or Damien, whichever one you guys want him to be known as. He was the manager that trained me, and was also one that apparently got passed up for the promotion by Code Freak because, well, I learned later on that whenever you work near corporate, it's basically like being high school all over again, and people hold grudges from, like, if you were associated with this person like 3 times removed, you're now on the blacklist, which is why I never got promoted. So yeah, but yeah, so no, he is not gay, and honestly, I hate that question in a way, like whenever they ask me if I have a question, because my question normally is supposed to be like, you know, when do I start? You know, try to be all fucking cool, think I got the fucking job already. Or
the best question to answer, or the best question to ask is, so you've been working at GameStop for a while. What brought you here in the first place? Holy shit, that blows minds. Like, people are like, you have a legitimate question. Oh my god. That is really the best question to ask.
I'm trying to remember what the fuck I asked him, because I asked him some really dumb shit. Yeah. Well, honestly, if you fucking work at GameStop for more than 2 years, that is a question to ask. Like, why the fuck are you still here? What has bound your fucking soul to this hellhole?
Let's see you drive a PT Cruiser.
What cosmic being have you made a contract with?
What company from Demonware has contracted your soul to fucking funnel those of others into the fucking hellspawn?
This guy in general chat's like, sorry I'm late, I wanted to finish my sandwich. I'm like, alright man, welcome back. I don't know who this guy is.
God damn it. Whoever came up with the phrase, the customer's right, must have been a customer. Because after working in retail for so long, I can tell you that out of my customer experience, and I'm not calling everyone an idiot, but out of my customer experience, about 60% of the time are they ever, well no, oh my bad, 40% of the time are they ever right. 60% of the time, they're dumb as fuck. They're not even like just wrong. They're like so skewed off the fucking mark that I have to like fucking pull up Google Maps just so I can figure out where the fuck I'm at and get back on track. And even then, like, it says I'm in like fucking China and I was supposed to be like in LA. Like, I don't know how I fucked up this bad. I don't know how I got here, but like, this is where the fuck these customers have taken me. Like, I had a customer at GameStop who wanted to buy the last copy of my game, which means if you, which I'm gonna save everyone some fucking struggle here, if you go to a GameStop and you buy the last copy they have, 9 times out of 10 it is a copy that is in a fucking CD sleeve in the back of the fucking store, or in one of those drawers where they pull the games out, because that case that you see on the fucking wall is that game's case.
Still a stupid way to do things. I think they should have placeholder cases, but that's just me.
It honestly, it's I don't fucking know. Ultimate thought you went offline. He's fucking surprised you're still going.
Sure, I went to the south, by the way.
So this guy fucking buys the last copy of this game, right? And I'm like, all right, well, it's my last copy, so I just gotta let you know that I need to go grab the case off the wall. I'm gonna package it up. It has no fingerprints on it. We wear gloves. My store actually bought gloves, so we would not ever fucking smudge it. So that way we took it out. We have all the fucking codes in there, so no one's used the codes. It's literally just that, and we're gonna seal it back up. Well, this guy has a fucking conniption fit. Like, it blows his mind. To the point to where he is, like, threatening to sue us because this is against the law. He is a lawyer. He knows better. He is going to take my ass to court. Who's my supervisor? I need all these phone numbers. What's your fucking name? Treasure Goblin. Fuck this guy up. So, of course, I give him all this information.
You can't handle the truth.
And, of course, as he's, you know, getting down all this information, he demands to find another store with that game. I'm like, okay. So I look it up for him, you know, trying to hold in a fucking laugh as best I can. And, the closest store was just down the, you know, just down the road, about like a 2-3 minute drive, not too far, especially in Texas. And the funniest thing was, though, and I did not tell him this, it was their last fucking copy. So I called up that store, and I let them know, hey, so there's this guy. He's looking for this game. And they're like, okay, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to need you to hold it aside for him. But I need you to stay on the line with me just a little bit after, you know, we get everything settled. They're like, okay. So I got everything squared away, told the guy he needs to go on his way. They're holding it for him. I'll guess I see him in court. Well, whenever he left, I told him, I was like, I want you to fucking fingerprint that fucking game. They're to what? Like, this guy is throwing a fucking shit slinging fit because they, like, all the stores knew my store is like fucking super protective about getting smudges on games and shit. Like that. I told him about how the guy was just, like, fucking through this huge conniption fit about the games, and like, we can always wipe it off later, but I need you to just, like, fucking, like, hold that disc and, like, run it through your thumbs real quick, and just, like, fingerprint the smudge the fuck out of it. Because he's gonna come there and he's gonna fucking throw a fit because he knows nothing better. The call I got back was hysterical because I couldn't understand almost anything they said over the laughs. I'm going to assume the dude lost his fucking mind. I also want to bring it to everyone's attention. We're still in the first fucking act and we're level 42.
Yeah. This guy... I've actually been having a conversation with this guy that I welcomed back in general chat. It's actually been really funny. I was like, welcome back, dude. He's like, well, I wasn't meant for general chat, but thanks. And I was like, no problem, man. How was your sandwich? And I can read this to you. Let's see. He says, grilled turkey, sharp cheddar cheese, mustard, toasted Texas-style bread, drizzled in olive oil, grilled to perfection. Was good.
Well, man,
like,
I thought I wasn't hungry.
I just ate before I got on stream.
I haven't ate.
I had a
Don't tell me.
sandwich from Quick Trip.
Just immediately shuts him down. Don't fucking tell me.
I mean, it was just a Quick Trip sandwich.
You know, it may be just a quick trip sandwich to you, but when all I get are fucking noodles over here and sandwiches that I have to fucking make, that sounds like a fucking cuisine. Well, except for whenever Damien's around. Damien actually fucking hooks my ass up with actual food, but...
You hooked your ass?
Yeah, dude. Like, he hooks my ass up with food. Like, I get a fucking funnel, run it into my asshole, and we just fucking pump food straight in. Like, I ain't got time to fucking deal with the whole chew.
Taco Bell.
Yeah. Like, I ain't got time for the whole fucking chewing, processing shit. I got streams I have to handle. I've got a fucking Discord to manage. I've got shit I need to do. I need that food in me now. What is the fastest way? Huh?
Taco Bell. Butt chucks
For
at
like a
Taco Bell.
month ago, I brought you Panda Express.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, Panda Express is great. Like, okay. Panda Express is like a 7 out of 10. But when you're super hungry, it's like a 15 out of 10.
And it chooses
Like,
Jack in the Box
Panda
over Panda
Express-
any day.
Panda Express is that restaurant that you go to when you feel like you are in a food desert, and it is amazing because it's just
I go there almost every single day.
Panda Express is like, it's such a bouquet of flavors. Like, you're not expecting it. You go to Taco Bell, you get like the standard stuff, right? You get a taco and maybe some cheese. You go to McDonald's and you get a hamburger or maybe some nugs. But like, you go to Panda Express and it's just like a cornucopia of flavor.
So, to kind of get everyone's mind of like where the fuck I am right now, when he said a bouquet of flavors, I almost thought that he misspoke and meant bukkake of flavors. And
Bukkake just means splash. Like, I mean, there's things called bukkake noodles. And bukkake noodles are just noodles that have been splashed with sauce instead of being in sauce.
sauce.
You heard.
It was really funny because I actually had a buddy who apparently worked at a Subway, and this, I guess, like 10-year-old kid found the internet and found like what the internet refers to as a bukkake. And whenever it was his turn to order a sandwich, he was like, "All right, son, what do you want to get?" Apparently, he just screamed out that he wanted a bukkake, and apparently everyone behind the counter started like you know, fucking started dying laughing that this little fucking 10-year-old kid wants a fucking bukkake. Mom doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. So, fucking guy that was telling the story apparently had the lovely pleasure of telling the mother what a bukkake was. And apparently that kid not only did not get a sandwich, but then that mother took her sandwich and beat the kid with it every step out the door. Fucking toppings flying everywhere. And honestly, I have to say, if I was working at that fucking Subway, I would not have been mad as fuck either way, because the laughs would have been well worth me cleaning all the fucking tomatoes and lettuce and shit all the way out the door.
That just sounds freaking funny.
Who told you that word? It was Timmy, wasn't it? Timmy from down the street.
Timmy from down the street. Timmy was an average kid with a private browsing history. The kinkiest shit I've come to is hentai. I'll go drop off the stream and make myself some food. Alright, angry guy, I'll catch you in a bit. You know what my favorite customers, like that are kids, besides, you know, the ones that actually behave themselves, you know what my favorite kind of bad customer as kids are, my favorite? The ones that try to lie to their parents about Grand Theft Auto 5. And they're a very specific kind of kid, because there's, you know, there's the lying about, oh, I'm just gonna go play online, but then there's like the full-blown blatant lying, like the kid knowing the mom knows nothing about the game, where they try to tell them that it's a racing game that just happens to be rated M because of, you know, realistic damage to the cars and the person inside and the music.
Yeah,
So
I've heard somebody say Grand Theft Auto was rated M because of the music, not because of anything else before. I'm like, you're high.
Oh, yeah, these kids must be, especially if they think that we don't know. So, my favorite thing was, like, whenever I get these kids, you know, kid wants to buy Grand Theft Auto 5, and, you know, mom's like, alright, so I'm here to pick up Grand Theft Auto 5 for my son. I'm like, for your son? Do you know that the game's rated M for mature? She goes, yeah, but he told me what's in it. I don't really think I have to worry about it. I'm like, I'm going to go over my shtick anyways, just to be sure. And so, I'm like, does your son play any other rated M games? I got to know that first, just so that way I know what I'm dealing with here, if I'm going to give you the long version or the short version. And she goes, I mean, he plays Call of Duty. I'm like, ah, okay, so I see where this is going. Alright, so, and of course, I have to think of my wording very carefully, because I am in a public place. I can't just say, like, you know, the dude, like, fucking rapes this dude's girl and then, like, fucking crushes his brain out in the middle of the street and then talks about having his brains mushed on his feet. So,
There are scenes of sexual assault, full frontal nudity, both male and female, as well as scenes of graphic torture. Are you sure you want your son playing this game?
see, you can say that to some of these parents and they'll ignore you. You have to be blunt. with a lot of these parents.
Yeah, dude, people in Texas do not do tactful.
Yeah, subtle is not in their nature here. At least not in the older generations. So, what you have to do is when they're like, oh, my son plays Call of Duty, I'm like, okay. Are you familiar with Call of Duty? You know what he does there? Yeah, he just runs around, he shoots people. I'm like, okay, cool. Did you know that in Grand Theft Auto, you're actually running drugs? Well, it's just digital drugs. I'm like, okay, did you know that while you are also running these drugs, you are holding a person hostage in an interactive torture scene, ripping out his teeth, setting him, you know, electrified, making it to where he has to, like, pray to some kind of, like, foreign god for, like, fucking help. And you know, you get to actually interact with all of it, and there's no way to skip it. And of course, you know, then they get shocked by that. I'm like, okay, now how do you feel about nudity? And they're like, well, I don't really want him to have anything to do with that. I'm like, all right, well, did you know that one of your base locations for the story you're not allowed to skip, there's no way to avoid it, there's no backing out, is literally a strip club with full frontal nudity on display all the time, no censoring, no like X tassels on the nips. It's all there for the world to see. And he can go in there anytime actually and enjoy a show in first person. Take him up that way. And then she's like, well, what if I only let him play online? I heard that there's, you know, less of that on there because some kids will be, you know, straightforward and say there's less of it. I'm like, there's still nothing that stops him going to the strip club. He's still shooting up all these people. He's still running drugs. He's still like doing this, that, and the other. And then like after all that, like my favorite was there was one, oh my god, like I'm not being racist, but like just to paint the picture, because everyone knows this stereotype, the black mom with like the foof hair in the front that comes into a bun in the, like a ponytail bun in the back with the long earrings that like obviously goes to like a very spiritual church, and like she was like, oh hell nah, grabbed that kid by the fucking ear with one hand to fucking lead him in front of her, and it smacked his ass with every fucking step, all the while just going, and of course, you know, we're in the South, so like just basically going on an almost unintelligible fucking tyrant of fucking like language, slang, and like inside words within that family, all the way out the door. Based from my understanding was like, I think that kid is never going to see his fucking Xbox except for like maybe on the outside of a fucking fireworks, or like, you know, from a little fireworks stand where they're just going to fucking blow it the fuck up. Like, I don't think that kid's ever going to see another gaming console in his life. Like, I think that mom actually might make him one of those 40-year-old virgins living in the basement because that kid fucking did some wrong. Like, and like the entire way out the door, in between tears, like I could see him like mouth the words "fuck you," and the mom caught that and just smacked him in the fucking face, and then continued beating his ass all the way out the fucking door into the car. I was like, oh god. And I mean, like, it wasn't like she was like beating him. It was just like, you know, it was an ass whipping of his life right then and there for fucking lying to her face. Ah, those are my favorite. Because those are the kids that fucking like lie way too long and thought they got away with it.
So he's like, Leandre told me it was just a racing game, though.
You know, racing game, my ass. I know you have access to the internet. I know you've been looking at shit. I'm too busy with my job for this shit. Just like fuck, hit, fuck, shit, fuck, hit, all the way out. Oh god. Or the or the other good one that kids try to lie about is that South Park game, the South Park and the Stick of Truth. It's like, oh, I watch South Park on TV. I'm like, well, imagine how crude they could get if there was no censor. Like, this is literally them having 0 bars hold. There's nothing they're not allowed to do without it turning to like fucking A-rated. Oh my god, you guys dropped me a legendary back here. So you know, whenever they're asking for, you know, examples of that, I'm like, oh, do you have a boss battle where you're fighting underneath your parents while they're fornicating? Because I'm trying to like use big words here. And on one of the attacks that the enemy uses that you have to dodge is to evade your father's scrotum.
I need to play that game again.
There is an achievement to sit there and watch your parents do the do for a full 60 seconds.
And for farting on a Nazi zombie fetus.
And for farting on a Nazi zombie fetus. So I was trying to think of like early game, like shit that like, you know, wouldn't ruin story or whatever, because that Nazi zombie thing was like pretty like late in the story.
The whole big first thing with the alien anal probe.
I was about to go with the probe. I was about to say where the probes that aliens use are like dildos, and every time you try to save somebody, it fucks it up even worse, where it turns it into a bigger dildo until like the final one is literally a giant black fist that like damn near tears your like character's friend's dad in damn near half, and you are watching the whole time him just getting fucked by a giant black fist of fury.
Doomfist confirmed.
Doomfist confirmed.
I gotta tell you about this this one lady. I worked at a Walmart a while ago, and this is like 2007.
A while ago,
PSP
fucking 10 years ago.
PSP was still relevant. PSP was still like the new hot handheld, right? There was the Game Boy Advance, SP, and the PSP.
All right.
And I was helping this lady out. It was near Christmas. I want to say it was early November. It wasn't Black Friday yet.
I'm gonna die.
Lady comes in and says like, okay, well my son just got this PSP from his grandmother for his birthday. What are some really good games? So I recommended her a whole bunch of games. I recommended her like, you know, the Gran Turismo, the I don't remember what else was out. I think I recommended like Kingdom Hearts or something. I don't remember if that was out or not. But that's the names of the games are relevant.
Yeah, you recommended a whole bunch of fucking good games.
She bought 9 games.
Goddamn. What a great person.
Half an hour later, she comes back and she goes, none of these games that you sold me work. And I'm like, that's literally impossible. The chances of not a single game working that I sold you is astronomical.
Like,
so
you might as well play lottery if this is the case.
Right, exactly. So she pulls out she opens her purse. She goes, well, I brought him with me. Here. And she opens her purse and she pulls out a stack of PSP games. Every last one of them missing the plastic outer case.
Oh my fucking god.
She thought the plastic case was just a holder for the disc.
Oh no.
And she literally broke open every single game.
Oh no. I'm sorry, that hurts to hear.
And
Wait, what?
The PSP games, they came in a plastic outer case,
yeah,
and they had a disc inside, and you put the plastic outer case into the PSP.
Yeah.
This
so basically, the plastic case held it in place because the bottom part of the disc stuck out for the thing to spin, but the plastic case basically kept it where you didn't smudge it, and it lodged in there, like kind of like how like a Super Nintendo game, you know, does that satisfying click. The PSP games kind of did that whenever you closed the PSP because of those things. It made it sealed in there that whenever you jostled your PSP around, your fucking disc isn't like having like running in the 90s playing in the background.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah. So she ripped off the basic.
Every single one. I'm sitting there staggered. I'm like, first off, I can't return these because these have been like physically damaged by you. And second off, if the first 2 didn't work, why'd you do the rest of them?
Like, no shit. How the fuck did you even get those games in there enough, like, for it to be satisfying enough of a click for you to be like, oh yeah, that's how I'm supposed to put them in there?
Like, you never read the instruction manuals. You never opened the PSP and said, maybe I'm doing something wrong here. Let me double check and see. No. Every single game, she popped open out of the plastic case to see if it worked.
And when the PSP was relevant, that was when the fucking internet was actually on, like, already on the rise and starting to fucking plateau on it already being a platform for people to go to look up information. It was no longer that foreign of a thing.
I mean, 2007 was not like the Dark Ages. Like, the internet was a real thing. iPhones were out. Like, iPhones were real at that point, I think.
Yeah, they were. I remember watching, like, the fucking laser collection on that shit. Like, flash animations were a thing on YouTube already. Like, YouTube was already established. MySpace was already established. Fucking Facebook was starting to become on the rise.
But like, it just absolutely slays me that she's
already
like,
been there and died.
and World of Warcraft was about to release Burning Crusade.
Yeah, like Harambe was already about to fucking start blessing people for having their dicks out.
Nah, Harambe was just a couple years ago.
No, I know that, but Harambe was alive well and then
Right,
blessing
yeah.
people for having their dicks out. I just that
I mean,
But it was seriously like 9 games. Like that's not hyperbole. It was literally 9 games because she spent like almost $500
good God.
at like $45 a game or so with tax.
Apparently, Socks the Two-Tailed Fox's her fucking first videos on YouTube was to watch a bunch of baby videos. I used to watch like stick figures on crack, fucking Ray or the fucking
Yeah, stick figure death was always like amazing.
fucking laser collection. I'm a fire in my laser. Brrr!
Yeah, I was real big on Newgrounds.
Dragon Ball Z Abridged was just getting started.
It wasn't big then though.
Nah.
But still.
But no, but it still was like around the time it was getting started. Fuck, that was back when RuneScape 2 was in its prime.
I'm just gonna say we haven't even found the butcher yet, and I'm already nearly level 45.
That's why I mentioned earlier. Watched Godzilla videos too. You have a really weird intro to fucking YouTube. I'm looking at like a whole bunch of like originally created shit. Oh my god, Boyo. Fucking Bo Burnham.
Yep.
God damn. Oh god, I heard the ping of a fucking that Ramble Pack. Ramble Pack's like the only one who ever does bits. I'm gonna watch this to see if it's gonna be him because I don't see it live. But like I'm going to see if that's him. Oh, I'm gonna teleport back. And actually, I'm not. Apparently, I've still got a pretty fucking empty inventory. It was Ramble Pack. Hey, Ramble Pack, thanks for the bits. And RuneScape, I tried getting back into it a few times, and like the nostalgia brings me back, but at the same time, I run into the same issue with RuneScape every time, and it's not like they have any lack of content. They have so much content there right now. It's fucking great, but the only thing that I have the problem with is that I always log into RuneScape with like this huge plan of stuff I want to do. I'm your benefactor now. And when I finally sign in, I get a custom, I log into my bank, I look over all my items, look at all my skills, and I get really set in. I'm finally like, what the fuck do I even want to do on this game? Like, why the fuck did I even, like, pay for a membership already? Like, I would get back into the hype of fucking playing RuneScape before I even sat down. It would just be like, what the fuck am I even doing?
I do that with WoW now.
Dude, I shit you not, I've been trying my damnedest not to get back into WoW, because every time I think about an MMO, I'm like, oh, dude, I want to be a healer. You know what game had really great healer options? Fucking WoW. I want to go play WoW so I can be a healer again.
Okay, good luck.
Why?
They ruined my healing class.
Which one?
Literally ruined it. Discipline Priest.
I didn't care for Discipline Priest. Like, I will agree with you, they did ruin Discipline Priest, because Discipline Priest, during every fucking expansion, in my opinion, especially during Warlords of Draenor, it was fucking broke. It was so broke. You were both DPS and the fucking heals, and in Warlords of Draenor, you literally healed by doing DPS while giving them bubble shields. It wasn't even like the Crane Walking Monk, where I had to sacrifice my heal potency to heal with my DPS. You literally bubble shielded them and fucked everything up majorly in the process, breaking the fucking 10 through 19 PvP bracket. If you ever want to make a Twink account, like if you want to go play for free on World of Warcraft right now, up to level 20, lock your level at 19, play as a warrior. Just shield slam people. You'll instantly kill them, especially if you crit. You have never played WoW since you're always so busy with Monster Freedom Unite. In a way, right now, if you want to play World of Warcraft here recently on the most recent expansions, I would say yes, it is worth it. for a couple big reasons. They have mainstreamed the game to the point to where it is easy enough to get into, but there is enough content still there for you to have a goal to master it. There's still things to work towards. That is a challenge. And the biggest thing I can offer as a, like, settling in, especially if you have friends that have already played it, or like if I were to get back into it or whatever, when you buy the game and get into the latest expansion, it does give you the ability to have one free max level character. Comes with the expansion.
And they teach you how to play it.
And they teach you how to play it.
With that said, though, now is probably a really bad time to get into the game.
Why is that?
As someone who was a current player until like a month ago, they time gate so much.
Oh, with how they do their crafting systems? Right. They've been doing that since Cataclysm.
I'm talking about like artifact power, which is the new.
Oh yeah, the idle phone game kind of deal of how you get your resources and shit.
Like, you want to get your artifact power up? Okay, sure. Then you wait 2 days and now you can get 500% more. And I'm like, okay, well, why wouldn't I wait? But then, like, after you get your 500% more, they're like, okay, well, if you wait 2 more days, you can get 1,000% more. And then you get to like level 25, and it's doing like literally 17 million more artifact power, like 17 million% more. And you're like, okay, well,
why the fuck wouldn't I?
Well, yeah, basically. So it's like, okay, it is de-incentivizing you to actually play the game, and instead just wait for the time gates. It's
now the reason why I could see now, being the person that I am, because I definitely was a huge WoW whore. That actually helped players like me, in a way, because I have definitely not, like, I think I have like 8 characters maxed out. My goal was to get every fucking class maxed out before I quit, and I didn't reach that goal. I don't remember. Oh, the reason why is because Quirky decided to try and get my ass back into fucking Star Wars MMO, and then the game gave me a game-breaking bug that made it to where I couldn't have the early access to the expansion that he bought me. And the fucking devs knew about it and decided to wait until after the early access for the expansion was over for them to even fucking fix it. I was super fucking livid, but I'd already quit WoW. And I already had my friends kind of quit WoW at that point, so I just fucking went, and I remembered one of my friends for like the last fucking 2 years was trying to get me to play that Final Fantasy MMO, so I fucking said fuck it, and went to do that. But anyway, back to the story on track. I think I've been wanting to, and I think it would be a good thing to get into it, especially since you don't have that whole nostalgia that a lot of salty WoW players have of the glory days of how WoW used to be. And you would definitely be able to go in there with a fresh perspective. There's a lot of story content. There's a lot of dungeons. The PvP is fun. If you can find the world PvP, hit me up, because I've been looking for it for the last 2-3 expansions. Because, like, that's actually something else that's really good but really bad about WoW. There is world PvP if you're on the right servers, but only when a new expansion arises. Because that's the only time anyone's ever out questing. You can actually level all the way just by dungeon grind. You don't have to care about the story. You don't have to care about the dungeon grind or the quest grinding. You could sit there in the capital city, having a grand old time on general chat, and just do dungeon queues. And honestly, if you're a tank or a healer, you're gonna get a fucking queue like that. And honestly, like with how they did tanks here recently, like there's almost no reason not to do it, because it's not like you're not doing damage. It's not like the old days of tanking where you're literally just a damage sponge. No damage, dealing. Some of the most powerful fucking classes in that game are the warriors, because they have that huge amount of fucking health, a really good way of regenerating that health, and they fucking hit like trucks. They don't hit you often, but when they do, it hurts like hell. Like the fucking Death Knight's Death Strike, where it fucking heals your ass for the damage that you deal to them. So you try to build some crit onto that, so whenever you fucking hit them, you damn near one-shot them, and you get all of your health back in one fucking go. Oh, and you can spam it. You could fucking go fucking warrior, charge in there, stun them, and then hit them with your shield slam. If you crit, you almost probably kill them. If they are a spellcaster, you probably killed them.
The only downside, though, that I see is that if you've played any other MMOs, playing World of Warcraft now is going to feel like old hat. because like so many other MMOs have taken inspiration from World of Warcraft that just playing WoW now just feels like every other MMO.
I agree and disagree to only one, for like one extent. I'm not sure if it's my like nostalgia goggles that make it this way. While I have a lot of fun with all these other games and their classes and how unique they can be, none of them feel as engaging as WoW can make it. Like, for example, for healing, in a lot of games, it's like, you know, you do the cast, you get the heal off, cool, but like you don't really feel like you're engaging that much because a lot of games these days kind of do the what's called burst heals kind of tactic where, you know, you let them get whittled down a whole bunch and then you do like a really good big heal or a really good group heal a couple times and they're all good for a little bit. Whereas WoW's definitely made it to where the damage is more sustained, and so the heals are needing to be constant, the fucking debuffs and everything else needs to be better micromanaged. DPS also feels like, even though there are DPS, there's still enough of a variance where people actually do have preferences on what type of DPS actually comes in. Like you don't see a lot of people wanting rogue DPSs in their fucking PvE unless you can get one that's really good at making sure they either stack poisons or have like a really good crit build, because they're more of a PvP class, and they made sure that they built them that way. So I don't know, like there are definitely pros and cons. If you were to catch me like during one of my angry moments with WoW, I definitely tell you not to fucking do it, because it's eventually the end game does grow stale if you don't have those really long-term end goals, like doing the super hard modes of those raids and shit. For me, one of the biggest selling points for WoW was its PvP. I love MMO PvP. Like, it's, if you want me to play an MMO with you, you gotta make sure there's some good world PvP or like a really good ranked PvP. Because I tried playing Final Fantasy XIV, I love it to bits. I think its crafting system is one of the best in MMOs. That kind of take that WoW formula. I love its class system. I like how I can be every class in one guy. But that lack of PvP and like the focus on the story for you to do anything burned me out really quick.
Final Fantasy XIV has Den of Wolves, which is PvP.
It does, but it's like one or two modes, and it's not.
That's very much more expanded with the new expansion. Like, there's way more emphasis on it.
I'm glad there is, but it's just not as much. It's not. It doesn't. I don't know. I haven't played it in the new expansion. It just didn't feel as quality, and there's no PvP to save me on my way to the top level. At least on WoW, there's different brackets for me to enjoy.
Brackets in Final Fantasy now.
Oh, that's nice.
You can do Den of Wolves from like level 30.
I see, that's something, I guess. I don't know. I got burned out of it way too quick. I did all of Realm Reborn and all of the fucking quests, the 9 months worth of fucking quests in between Realm Reborn and fucking Heaven's Ward in a month and a half. Got 2 classes to 50, got all the other classes to 30 in a month. In a month and a half. I burned that game quick. And it was my own stupid fault for it. Like, that's not the game's fault. I did it myself.
Yeah, I think that's part of why you got out of the Old Republic so quickly, because there was only a few different modes of PvP, and like 1 or 2, give or take, actual maps to play those modes on.
Oh no, my big thing with KOTOR was it's like almost complete lack of world PvP unless it is level 70s traveling to level 20 areas just to shit on people and camp. There is no world PvP other than that. You will never find in the Star Wars MMO a bunch of level 20s fighting each other, or even a couple level 20s fighting each other, or even like a level 30 trying to group up on something. You'll never find that. You will always find a group of like 70s or 80s. There's always a group. It's like a fucking group of 4. They'll run around level 20 or 30 areas when the PvP just starts and just kill people and camp them. That is what killed it for me. It wasn't like there was a lack of world PvP. It was that the community was fucking toxic about what little world PvP there actually was.
Well, and even in like the queued PvP.
Queued PvP was actually kind of fun. I liked the hut ball. That was like an interesting take for, and it was my first time playing a MMO PvP that wasn't cap the flag, hold the territory, kill them. It was get the fucking ball, run it over to the enemy side, touchdown. Like I guess it would have been capture the flag in a way, but it was presented differently. Yeah.
Hut ball.
Hut ball. Yeah, hut ball. You knew. Oh no. KOTOR really didn't have that flair. That I don't know really any other way to say it. I never felt that addiction on KOTOR. Like I got into it and I liked the class and stuff, but like I felt no variance. Everything almost felt the same. Like the difference between the Sith Inquisitor and the Jedi Counselor, literally just the colors of the particles. There's the rock stream, which is the same as the lightning stream. There's the throw the rock, which is like a burst of lightning. You want to play your fucking...
They had to do that for balance because they couldn't handle doing asynchronous balance.
You could have like made it the same but different. Like you could have had the damage output be the same but not be the same fucking move. That's the point of making other classes. The incentives, I mean, like, hell, back, one of the things that, like, gave WoW a huge boost back in the early days of WoW was that difference that the Horde and the Alliance had. The Alliance had the Paladins, and the Horde has the fucking, what was it, the Shaman, yeah. And then, like, the one thing they had in common that was really cool was the Druids. That was kind of like that Peacekeeper, like, mid-lane thing. And that didn't break the game at all, like, well, until after they patched the... Paladins, because the Paladins turn undead and Smite actually did do bonus damage to the undead characters, which while a really cool plan in like theory and on paper and lore wise, it was a terrible idea for balance.
I have ferrets.
Fuck you.
What?
Fuck you. I want ferrets. All I got are these fucking bones.
You can see them on the ground fighting for me.
Oh, I know I can. But yeah, long story short, if you want to get into WoW, these recent expansions have been proven to be really worth it. I like the new classes they've been adding in. The classes feel varied. I don't go into my Discipline or Shadow Priest and being like, oh, this is basically Arcane Missile from the Wizard class. I don't go on my fucking Shaman and feel like I'm playing Paladins or whatever. It feels varied. The classes feel like they are their own. They've just been mainstreaming it a little bit and don't feel as open as it used to be. But once again, you never really had that prior like glory day experience to kind of like scoff it off with. So I say yeah. It'd be one of those like do a little bit more research, maybe watch streamer do it. Hell, I might fucking go back and do it just for like a... Oh my god. It's because WoW is a lecturable fucking topic. Like, WoW is a hugely controversial fucking topic, especially when it comes to like the whole should you play it or not. Because there is no... hold on. Yeah. Maybe corn dog. I would like a corn dog, yeah. Thank you.
I thought he said porn dog.
Dude, I take a porn dog. Like, is it a dog that does porn? Like, that sounds like free money. I don't want to meet any of the people that are subscribing to that service, but I'm glad to provide it for them for their money.
I don't know. I don't feel that WoW is in a good place now. At the beginning of the expansion, it was a great place to start, but I think now is kind of a bad time. I would say, if anything, wait until either the end of this expansion or the beginning of the next one. Just because of how built up everything is and how much ground you're gonna have to like cover. Like what you didn't like about Final Fantasy XIV, you didn't like that you had all those quests and everything that you had to do. Well, you kind of have to do that now to build up your class hall in World of Warcraft.
Oh, I did.
And it's gonna be weeks before you're even at a level comparable to.
But the difference is, like, they're forced me to take it out into weeks. Like, I fucking did, like, months worth of content in weeks. That was the thing, like, I burned all of it. I went through the whole thing.
It's not even content. It's literally just, oh, okay, well, I can't proceed with this quest, and I can't get my class weapon for 6 days because WoW tells me I can.
Yeah, that is kind of bullshit though.
But if at the beginning of the expansion, when everybody was waiting for those 6 days to get their weapon,
I don't remember you having to wait 6 days for the weapon. Are you talking about like
part of the legendary weapon quest is to do send your followers out on an order, and the order takes anywhere from like 3 to 6 days, depending on how your skills are in it.
Oh, for the legendary, okay.
No, but for your artifact weapon, for like the main weapon, the main quest of the expansion in your class hall.
I mean, I guess for the fun. Then again, they kind of made it to where you don't really have to fucking go for weapons in that latest expansion either. Whereas you would have to wait fucking a week anyway just to try a raid for you to not get the weapon anyway.
No, but like you have to have all 3 of your artifact weapons before you can do certain dungeons and certain quests. So like you're locked out of content arbitrarily just because World of Warcraft tells you can't do it, which is extremely frustrating.
I can see it, but I kind of did that content back when I played it, so I guess I'm not as salty about it right now as I would.
And I'm not salty about it. I'm just kind of like, I don't feel like it was a good decision, because like new players that are coming into the expansion, they want to do a certain dungeon with their friend. The guy's like, he's like, oh yeah, you can go to this city, and they have this dungeon where it's basically like a big stealth mission, and you can sneak through the entire dungeon, and you poison certain bosses' wine so they don't hit as hard when you fight them. It's really cool. It's a really cool dungeon. It's really awesome mechanically. And then you join the game. You're like, okay, that sounds really fun. That sounds really original. But you end up having to wait through so much arbitrary timers just to be able to do that. Like there's a reputation that you actually have to get to revered, halfway through revered, before you unlock in-game content.
Oh, you're talking about the one that you're not. Yeah, I was about to say the one you can't fucking get to until after you hit max level.
Right. Yeah, and it's just it's arbitrary timers that serve no purpose other than to make you wait. And then like the entire world is scaled. That's really cool. Like you can literally do anything you want in that expansion up to max level content, and everything is scaled. So you can choose what dungeons you want to go to, or what areas you want to go to, in what order. But everything is just gated. It's gated, and it's just demoralizing after a certain point. Like, okay, well, I'm ready to do this quest. Okay, well, if you want to get your artifact, or no, what was it? There was if you want to finish one of the quests for Illidan, you have to get 40 tokens, and you can only get 10 of these tokens per week. Like, why can't you get more?
That sounds like a normal World of Warcraft gate. That sounds like something that's always been kind of there for their weeklies, their dailies, their raids, for their fucking in-game content. Hell, even Burning Crusade had that shit for the gear. Like, you had to go earn tokens for the fucking gear, the Tears of Sargeras and stuff.
If they're talking about progression, but I'm talking about like in getting through single-player quest content. You have to wait 4 weeks if you do all of the dungeons to get all the tokens every day, every week. You still have to wait 4 weeks before you can proceed with that quest line for no reason, other than the fact that WoW wants you to play longer.
Sounds like they want me to play less.
Right. They want you to keep your sub, is what it is. They're like, oh, well, if I lose my sub now, then I won't ever see the ending to that quest.
I just had way too many characters to play, so I guess whenever I've had to wait those timers, I just hopped on a new character.
Yeah, and that's actually a thing too now, is because of the way that everything is gated and everything is delayed. Playing on another character is discouraged.
Why?
Because of the fact that you're going to have to like grow all of these characters' bases and all these resources. And basically start from zero.
Oh no, I already had like 3 or 4 fucking characters that were already ready to go for Legion, plus the Demon Hunter. I had like 6 characters I had to like manage the base of and do everything for. So I just, whenever I got to a point where I couldn't progress anymore because of one of their arbitrary things, I just fucking swapped over to another fucking character, started doing their shit. and just touch the other one up while I was waiting. That's how I like avoided like hating that bar, I guess, just because I had so many other characters already there ready to do that content, that once I got walled off and I had to start playing the waiting game, I just fucking waited on a whole nother character that was ready to fucking go. Definitely not justifying it. I'm just saying like I guess that's how I coped with it, and I didn't like that flew underneath my radar. Shit to bitch about.
But yeah, if you've only got one character and you're, I'm not gonna say like a super casual player, but like if you're just a regular player,
a weekend warrior,
you have one person, like one character that you play, like it's really frustrating to have everything gated arbitrarily. I don't know. Like I said, just at the beginning of the expansion, it was a great time to jump in because I did, and it felt great. But making a new character and having to slog through all that kind of stuff again, and seeing how many time gates there are for no reason that don't need to still be there, even after they've reduced the time gating, it's just silly.
There you go. There's 2 big fucking lectures on whether you should and shouldn't.
Of course, all the way up from 1 to 100 is kind of great.
Okay, I gotta do this boss and then head to bed, dude.
Alright.
Cause I'm already like halfway losing focus.
It's almost 3:30. Holy shit.
I didn't realize it was that late.
Yeah.
We started at what, midnight?
Yeah.
That one shot though.
Oh fuck.
Miss me, Roadhog.
Roadhog's the butcher confirmed.
Nah, because the butcher actually does damage.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Whenever I played Roadhog, I fucked people up left and right, but then again, he has gone through a lot of
The new
reworks.
update broke him in a way that is not good, and it will probably never be repaired.
I know the next person that's supposed to be getting their overhaul is Junkrat.
Yeah, Junkrat's getting 2 charges on his landmine.
Oh god.
I guess we need to revive you, huh?
As soon as you can get them off me, yeah.
Look at that.
I had it almost there.
Mercy, please.
I need healing.
I need healing.
Oh no! I had an achievement pop up and I accidentally clicked on it. My entire game froze while it loaded the achievements window.
I need healing.
Size off, mana kita.
My butt is killer? You guys seen that fucking animation? About the Omni leaks?
I'm on fire!
Thank you, bro. What? Okay.
No.
The entire fucking map's on fire.
The whole thing is on fire. What do?
Table here, flip this. Just try to survive, guys.
Guys.
I can't.
You mean bacon?
I can't, like.
Top. Not top anymore. Middle.
I almost got to the healing.
I'm gonna repair some of my stuff real quick.
All right.
I'm gonna empty some of the stuff out of my inventory then.
Gonna do more damage. Talking about WoW makes me wow. God damn it. I'll probably download the game, do that like level 1 through 20 shit. See if I actually want it. But no, if you want to keep your priest, I recommend doing holy healing. Shit's broke. Only last time I played it. Everyone's probably fucking tired. It's goddamn 4 AM where we are. Besides that short nap that I had, I would be up for almost 24 hours in 2 hours, so I'm up for like 22 hours.
I took a nap before this, so I'm good. Like, if we had just been straight playing and talking about the game, I probably would have been burnt out a long time ago. But the stories actually were making this, like, way better.
Oh, yeah. So I'm doing a lot more damage because I decided to try out a different rune on my primary. Basically, every time I hit the dude, as long as I don't fucking stop hitting him, I do 5% more damage every time it ticks. And I heal myself.
I was about to die, but I like did a frame perfect potion.
I put a gem on my bow that, or on my quiver that gives me 35 life on hit.
Nice. I'm saving up a whole bunch of fucking corpses. And whenever shit gets real, we'll just fucking melt them.
Oh, okay. That's a thing.
Wow. That was almost a whole arena's worth of fucking dead bodies. And it did nothing. Socks, I do not care. A little fucking occupied.
I don't know if you play Heroes of the Storm at all.
I do.
The Butcher is like the most OP character in that game.
Never had that problem with him.
He
Like,
can
on either
just
side.
one-shot squishies with no effort.
I remember having problems with some people, but it was mainly StarCraft characters. Most broken ADC is Sylvanas.
Oh yeah, I play Sylvanas. And she's not broken because of the damage she outputs. She's
I've been able to get
because
plenty of
how much
kills.
siege damage she can do.
Yeah, and the fact that like she turns off the towers she's attacking. Hey, by the way, 2 legendaries!
What are you getting all the legendaries? I just got a belt.
Legendary chest, legendary weapon. Three fucking slots. This weapon already with its base damage without any of the additionals already have way more fucking damage.
Increases hungering arrow damage by 15%. Have a chance to bounce 3 times, dealing an additional 50% damage on each bounce. This bonus is increased to 800% on the final bounce.
So I'm about to link both my legendaries and I'm about to show you the stat increase. I'm currently at...
Holy shit. That two-handed legendary mace right there, even with intelligence, is a 73.6% damage increase for me.
Alright, so here's my current setup. Damage, toughness, and recovery respective before put on my new gear. Double checking. Okay, so now it is... Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh, here, let me make sure I put like a comma in there. That's not where the comma goes, damn it.
I'm watching your stream. It almost doubled.
Mm-hmm. Fuck the commas. Fuck it. Done. Bam.
Wow.
God damn. And it has a slot for a ruby. My helmet has a ruby. Time for me to take out this ruby. No, not really, though. I need the XP bonus.
You guys find the stranger. I'm gonna go reforge this item real quick. Immune to cold damage from now on.
Cold skills do 28% more damage. I'm gonna have to see if I can fix that. Because I don't want to switch all my fucking shit over to cold. Mortals, your time has come. All over your backs. Lenny face.
I remember now. You have restored my last month.
So, still not out of Act 1, nearly level 50.
Oh wait, hold on.
I'm not going. There is time.
I have called.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on.
My friend, shall we
Are you done reforging your shit?
I will be 1 sec. Heal myself for 10% of the amount of damage done. Oh my god. That is ridiculous. Yeah, go ahead.
Everyone talk to the guy. We're gonna see if we can get Nathan to 49. Because I'm almost 49. He was ahead of me.
I'm good. I just hit 48.
Oh, you just hit 48? I'm ahead of you now. Mortal.
I'm
I
halfway
love the
through 48.
cinematic.
What was that, QBG?
I'm halfway through 48.
Hey, me too. Hey, my jewel guy's here. Ah.
Here we are. It would be.
Oh man, I thought we were gonna get the turn in and then another quest. Let's see if I can do something about that.
Hey, lady, I got some new things.
Hey, lady.
Take a look.
But if you try to steal from me, I'll cut you. God damn, that bitch scares the fuck out of me.
Hey, what kind of chess piece do you have, Quirky?
A rare that has 154 armor, 102 dex, 112 life after each kill. Monster kills grant 36 experience with 2 flawless emeralds.
I am standing in the middle of town. Check this out.
Okay then. And I definitely use Vanilla knives. So yoink.
There's nothing I can reforge on this thing to really make that. But you know what I can do on it though to make it more stupid? I'm gonna put this fucking amethyst in there. Now I get 260 life per hit. Plus on a move that automatically also does 2% of my total health every hit. My recovery just went from 1550 to 4460. My character's now a walking meme. Let's see if I can create anything else so I can really make my stats stupid. What level am I? Holy shit, I'm a 48. Oh man, these boots have got to go. These boots. I had to upgrade the fucking blacksmith 2 more goddamn times so I can make shit that's my goddamn level. And I could just wait 2 levels and hit level 50 for that, but I kind of want to see how far I can get my shit to be. 450, because honestly, once we hit level 50, looting shit's going to be a lot more stupid too. Wow, that was surprisingly disappointing. Wow, okay, fuck you too, boots. Anything else? The pants. 5, but they have pockets. I can make that better just by doing that. The belt is a 34. Yes, Miss Socks, I hear you. We're almost done. One moment, Miss Socks. You're being a booty.
Oh my god. I'm level 48.
Yeah.
I never equipped my second passive skill at 30.
Yeah. I'm gonna try one more time. Boots. Nope, nope, still disappointed. Fuck. Like I just keep remaking myself into fucking, like, disappointments everywhere.
I sell things for
Box is just, yeah.
just take them off your body again when you are dead. No offense.
You know, my weapon makes it to where I do increased cold damage, but my gloves make it where I do increased fire damage, and I'm not sure if I do any fire damage on this guy. But cold skills now do 28% more damage. Like, I got to. That sucks. Except for this, like, I'm not doing it to my basic attack. Like, that already makes it 100%. If I get full stacks. Suck a dick. And then honestly, if I'm not going to be getting the corpses from Delta Mages, I guess I might as well try Death Nova. Or not, since Death Nova has no ice. Enemy hit has their attack reduced. Your attack speed goes up. Corpse Lance. Go. Man Skeleton. Go. Bone arm. Go. Actually, it doesn't fucking matter. They're healed for 10% of your life on hit. Okay, so I need to do change this. Okay. Now I have ice skeletons. I now fucking throw ice fucking spears.
No.
Alright. I think that's the end of this fucking stream while it's still Mimi here. So, thank you guys all for watching. Thanks for staying up for so long with us. What is today? Today's Saturday now. I don't know what the fuck I'm streaming. Someone wanted me to play fucking Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, but I'm not sure. Might save that for Sunday. I don't know. We'll figure out what we're playing later. I'll post it in the stream announcement. Whenever the fuck I get done doing that. So, thank you all for watching. Like, share, subscribe on YouTube. Follow if you're on Twitch. I'm going to be archiving this, and I'm going to be getting a best of. Definitely. That actually might be what I do tomorrow or today, just so that way I can have like a rest day. Maybe play some games with people that I don't normally play. Catch up on. And I'll try and put that out. So, I'll catch you guys in the Discord. Bye.